is our first matchup tonight. It's the Jeekly 79, but big shout outs to the Twitch chat. We already got a lot of fans for both players, Temmie and Galanos. Temmie coming in, previous Jeekly Academy graduate through the Clash Reunion 2 out here on this Faust. Galanos playing one of my favorite characters in the game. We're going to learn a little bit today. Real quick shout out to the Matcherino. Already up to $100. Is that right? Let me hit refresh here. Oh, I gotta sign in, guys. Let me get who that is in just a moment, but put some respect real quick on that BRC down. Wow, great conversion there from Galanos using that air BRC, and I don't blame Temmie for going for that backdash there, but not only was Galanos ready with that delay close dash to catch it, but also showing you that season 4 air rock the baby wall break. Great stuff there from Galanos. Very explosive end to that round. I mean, it was like Temmie was looking good for a lot of that match, but then as soon as Galanos was on top, we just ran it. We're doing it again here. It's going to be that curveball, the screwball. What does Millia call it? I always call it the wiggle roll, but I think Millia actually calls it like knuckleball. What does she call it? Bullet ball. My point. Knuckleball. Thank you. My point. Bullet ball. You guys know what I'm talking about? Bullet ball. My point. I call it wiggle roll, but I think they call it knuckleball. Anyways, guys, a lot has happened since I started talking about that one. We're gonna get ping pong with that bomb. How's the audio, by the way? Everyone sound good? Oh man, I love that from Temmie, but Galanos was already holding up, calling out that exact option. Using that red RC to keep the pressure up. Galanos still finding a gap with DP. Oh man, okay. Awesome stuff. Temmie, looking for a creative way to get out of the corner there, was going to do so with just that jump back love. Just throwing out a projectile, right? I mean, Bridget would do the same thing with 236H, you know. But this time, Galanos was already ready with that Roger Super, right? Got to be careful about that one. Of course, if Temmie just stayed on the ground, then you can use, what is it, +1, +2. It's plus like very little, if anything. And you can jail in potentially Temmie with 2S there if Temmie stayed grounded. But no, this time it was going to be for the round win. Okay, so let me log in to get that Matcherino called out. Oh, from Scary. Thank you very much, Scary. Appreciate you, homie. Yeah, Scary throwing another match in me, putting 50 more in the pot. So we're already up to $100 on this Friday night. So thank y'all very much. And y'all can add to that for free with the Matcherino codes. You can claim them for free. So thank you very much. Nice stuff. Using that 2S a lot here, right? Because Temmie, of course, having that forward and backward crawl, able to deal with that far slash and that 5H if you don't already have that block screen committed. Good stuff. Using that JD. Galanos was already ready with the backdash. Calling out that safe jump. Oh, that was tricky from Temmie. That was very tricky from Temmie, using Scarecrow PRC up to get like an instant overhead with that JD. That was actually kind of cool. Oh, and a nice love angle as well. I like what Galanos was doing, mixing up that roll angle, right? Remember, Bridget can control her angle, so Galanos going up there. Temmie calling it out with the love, but Galanos still taking out that round. Nice trumpet. Trumpet gets. Oh, wow. That trumpet was actually really clutch because keeping Bridget here in the corner, very nice. Mini Faust going to keep our turn here a little bit longer, or at least suppress Galanos a bit. With that banana. Reminder, that's the HP banana. You can run through that one, but Galanos had already committed to that roll just in case it was a deadly item. Okay. Staggering a bit after that blue wild assault. Definitely a very oppressive part of the Bridget matchup is that blue wild assault and dealing with the RPS after. But Temmie's going to be able to find this super gap timing. Threading the needle here. No meter, so just taking our turn and just going back a little bit. I think one strong thing about Faust v Bridget, great OTG2H there, is the anti-airs, right? Calling out willy-nilly rolls with things like 5K, even just like 5H and far slash are good enough for that. Of course, you got your 6B, 5K especially. And so Temmie just, when you get that Bridget down to low HP, you can just go for that zoning game plan as Daisuke intended with this Faust and Guilty Gear Strive. The blue wild assault getting a counter hit. Galanos going to confirm off of it with the optimal. Oh my god, with the wall slumps. Oh my god, the wall slump resets. Oh, Okay, plus frames. Temmie getting a chance to breathe here. Gets the gold burst. Why wasn't that blue burst, actually? I'm actually kind of confused why that one wasn't blue burst, but of course, it's probably because we were out of block stun too long, and it turned into the gold burst. Galanos still able to get that wall break. Trying to get an anti-air with that PRC 5K. I see you, Temmie. Galanos was able to get away with that roll regardless. I like what we're doing here with that dash cancel, BRC off close slash. Some tricky stuff that Galanos is representing, forcing Temmie to deal with it all. But until then, Galanos is getting games on the board. We're up 2-0 right now. Man, this is an explosive one to start off with, guys. Strong stuff from both these players. Galanos is up 2-0, but I mean, you guys know how it is. The score doesn't tell you how close the set actually is. That's, you know. Okay, guys, just adding your next players, letting them know they're on deck. Okay, just let our players know. Thanks for being patient. Guys, I saw the start of that 2P. Luckily, we're still on this side of the wall. Unfortunately, that bomb... Dude, wasn't that bomb connecting with the blue burst after it been so awesome? But maybe Galanos was either out of range or still invuln from the blue burst. Good blocks here from Temmie. That PRC mix can be tricky. The low opens us up. And Galanos with a good start here is going to get that wall break and that air rock the baby. I really need to make sure I'm doing those routes as well, man. But Galanos already ready with them. Temmie taking some hits here, looking good. But with that BRC slowdown, Galanos going to react to that J2K with 6P. Nice 6H there on the round start from Temmie, calling out that with 2P. Doesn't get the wall break, but we get the corner pressure. We're looking good. In fact, you probably don't want the wall break yet. You want to keep that pressure up. Definitely a weird one with that DP connecting with 6H. Galanos got a second to breathe, but Temmie, I love that. Despite the shenanigans, came back, got on top of that Bridget, and at least got the burst here. But of course, on set point means you have to win this round. You can't, you know, you can't. Oh my God, great stuff. Great conversion off that Afro pop. I held my breath there for a second. I didn't want to jinx Temmie. Nice stuff, getting that Afro pop air-to-air conversion. Calling out Galanos for doing that up, back, hold, roll a bit, right? Temmie showing you that, hey, I can scare her to the other side, and I will approach you up there if you're going to float too much. Great combos here from Temmie. Getting that positive bonus. We're so close to 50 tension. Could potentially see another PRC Scarecrow in the near future, but we got to get this Bridget off of us first. Okay. 100 tension in the back pocket. Very aggressive. Run up 6H. If we were just a little bit closer, got that micro dash, then that throw would have connected. Good block on the 5D. Okay, Galanos, no tension here. This is actually really good for Temmie. No tension. A blue wall assault in the near future, though. Look for it. There it is. There it is. Good stuff here. No defensive mechanics for Temmie. We went for the reset there. Galanos going to carry cancel on the super. Taking out that set. Awesome stuff from both those players, man. But this Bridget looking hot. Going to keep moving on the winner's side. Real quick, big shout out to Lord Knight. Ended up raiding the stream in between the matches. So thank you very much, Lord Knight. Thank you very much with the raid. So if you guys are an LK viewer coming in, appreciate you if you show some love, follow the stream. If you're in here and you don't know who LK is, that's crazy. Go ahead and give my man a sub, please. Here on YouTube, follow him on Twitch. Here we go, guys. Online Guilty Gear Strive bracket every Friday, 8 p.m. EST. We got Roaming up against Big Guy. Big Guy going to be coming out here on this Sin, wearing that mash tag, closing out this first round. Roaming going to be coming in on this Bridget. Now, I know we just watched the Bridget. Roaming going to be pulling another one out for us with a good run up to us there. Now, this can be a hard matchup for Bridget, right? Dealing with some of that IED back JH here from Sin. I personally am not very well versed in this matchup, Season 4. Maybe these players are, though. Big Guy already looking good, baiting that DP, taking Roaming here to the corner. We got that 50 tension, cashing out for that Tyrant Barrel. Now, Roaming not in a terrible spot here. I know the HP is bad, and I know it's hard knockdown, but you got burst. You have 100 tension. Great stuff, and you haven't had to spend any of it yet. A lot of respect giving here. Dude, Roaming could take this round. Whoa! Oh, okay. You get a second to breathe with that burst. Great stuff. That was a really interesting air stall there from Roaming. awesome stuff here. Big guy winning that round deservedly, right? You know, just taking our time, waiting for that last opportunity to get that DP there at the end. But you got to give some credit here, too, to Roaming for how we were trying to make this comeback here at the end. Really held on there at the end. We had the burst. We spent some of that tension. A really cool air stall attempt with, like, that wiggle roll Roger dive. I loved that attempt there from Roaming, but Big Guy was ready to finish off that game. Okay. I don't believe you, Jeek. Okay, yeah. What's going on, Ant? How you doing? Green saying hi, Ant. I hear you, Jennings. Get it out, Jennings. Get it out. I hear you, Jennings. Trust me. Get it out. It's okay. Get it out. All right, guys. Here we go. Game 2. Nice stuff here. Big Guy already looking strong. We got Roaming down to a 3rd HP, but we have a chance here to start fighting. Try to go for that JH. Big Guy with a really well-timed 2S. Ended up going right under it, man. Big Guy with the 100 tension here, so we're in a great spot, honestly. Just blocking it out for a second. Roaming giving that gap. Big Guy taking it with the DP. Nice conversion. Big Guy waiting a second to see if Roaming was going to threaten a close slash burst bait. We got a second to get out of that corner, but yeah, Roaming not calculating the FD pushback there. Big Guy taking advantage of that space. Using the FD there against, I mean, you got to do that against Bridget. You can't be taking those normals for free, right? So Big Guy spending that FD back, reacting to that whiff rock the baby, closing out that round, and having a strong start this round already. It's going to be that run-up boot, getting a nice counter hit. And what was it, it was a patch somewhere in Season 3, guys, where they changed the hit stun for light counter hits, where you were able to confirm off them a lot easier. Do you guys remember a patch, something like that? I remember it affecting my Bridget 2K2Ds. Anyways, Big Guy was able to take advantage of it right there. Roaming. Nice stuff here. Oh, that was tricky. Bridget giving a lot of burst to their opponents, though. You got to be careful about that one. Big Guy ready with that second burst already in this game, too. Catches you with that stun dipper. Red RC. Wow. Awesome combo there from Big Guy to close it out, man. That looked like a real anime fighter for a second, bro. God damn. I don't know what was so anime about this. Maybe it was the kicks. So that was actually crazy. How many kick normals was that? Awesome combo, Big Guy. And look how close Roaming was to the ground, right? If you go for slash normals there, you probably don't have the startup in time to keep that combo going. Especially with the air dash in the middle. That was a really cool... In hindsight, that combo from Big Guy was awesome. Duel 1. All right, guys. I'm going to add my next players, make sure my next match is ready to go, okay? Looks like it's going to be McSmitty and someone else. Let me get that started. I'm going to have to shoot an ad as well. Probably going to restart the lobby just in case. Okay, wow. Roaming with a really great start here already. Cashing out that 50 tension. Big Guy still holding on to that burst, man. Big Guy going to have to spend it soon or not at all. Of course, you can spend it offensively at that point. Like, if you start coming back in the middle of the round and you start feeling like, oh, wow, I actually could come back this round, then you use Wild Assault to, you know, confirm a hit here or something. Like, it's probably worth spending at that point, but not for Big Guy there. Still holding on to this burst, man. I mean, we may not need it. Roaming going to TP out of this corner. Setting up, that was the set yo-yo. See, Roaming likes to go for a lot of 5HH set yo-yo at that distance. Trying to put the game plan onto Big Guy to decide on what happens next. And Big Guy definitely takes advantage of that, right? Look at this. Taking out Roaming here. Ready with that RC to bait out the burst. Now only needs one more combo to close it out. And with that PRC jab, oh my lord. Big Guy putting himself in the right place at the right time. And now we're going on the set point, guys, for Big Guy. Strong stuff from these players, man. But this Sin is cashing out this stamina. The counter hit 6K comes out. Hard knockdown here for this Sin, man. We do also have our burst on each side. Trying to see if Roaming wanted to spend it, but it's going to be that burst bait after. Great stuff from Big Guy. Going to stay here on this winner side. All right, y'all.
Here we go. We're moving on. It's the Jeekly 79. I'm not gonna lie, my Twitch chat got me so geeked. They got all these little cute like note emotes. It's adorable. Okay. Here we go, guys. It's the Jeekly. Jeekly 79. We got Geko is Dizzy up against McSmitty. Now McSmitty, probably I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. McSmitty probably one of my favorite Axel players. Supports a lot of my events. I've seen him in the offlines, and he's just goated with it. So, you know, it's easy to like the guy. Geko is Dizzy coming out to the local. Shouts to the KM local. Geko came over and helped and actually beat our ass in, what was it, Grand Blue. Geko got a hell of a Cagliostro. But she's coming in, going to be fighting up against McSmitty here. Guys, we're so even in life already. This Dizzy's been doing a good job of trying to keep McSmitty in the corner, but despite that, we're fighting back out. PRC spent on each side. That multi-hit bar / jailing back Axel, but McSmitty fights back regardless and closes out the round. Time to block Cheek for Santa. I said one of my favorite Axels, Ant. I said one of my favorite Axels. And another Axel player. Another Axel player. But here we go. Here we go. Big shout outs to Ant. I don't want to get the tournament wrong, but you just had an amazing placing just last weekend, was it not, Ant? I remember I was watching your tournament with my wife. I was like, yo, you got it. This guy is fucking cooking right now. You got to see this guy. So I despite that, I'm forgetting on the name of the tournament, but I swear we were watching it. Mix Fest, Midwest Mix Fest. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Well, it was last weekend, right? I was like, yo, you got to see this guy. And fucking Ant was teabagging people and stuff. Guys, let me talk about the match on the screen. Geko tried to go for that wild assault after. Okay, luckily we were still able to close out the round. Okay, I can't be joking around too much. We got a set on our hands. Okay, sorry about that. I got to put some respect on Geko. Despite that wild assault round, unfortunately dropping, was still able to close it out in that last round. But McSmitty with an explosive round right back. Look at that damage. Geko's still trying to be preemptive with some of these normals. I love that jump in McSmitty going for that Vortex follow-up quite a bit. It may be maybe a Dizzy specific answer here. I'm not sure, but regardless, it's going to be this actual closing out that first round. But we were taking turns back and forth, both these players. I got to pay more attention here to McSmitty going for that Vortex follow-up. Could be a Dizzy specific answer, potentially. Or maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe McSmitty just, hey, I'm feeling like sending this out right now. I always forget you're married, Jeek. Dude, being married is fucking lit. Being married is awesome, y'all. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I'm not bragging. I'm saying giving y'all like I don't know. If you ask me, y'all got to get out there. You got to find somebody. You get that fantastic hair. I'm very fortunate. The only reason why I have fantastic hair is because my wife helps me take care of mine. Which I don't know. I don't mean to sound like a baby, but it's more so like I just don't know. So I'm like, hey, I need you to teach me. So she helps. So McSmitty with a really close, really awesome first game there. Already starting off this round, however, in Geko's favor. Not getting too much off that hard knockdown, admittedly, to start. And unfortunately, with that whiff, Michael's sword, McSmitty with 50 tension after is going to cash out. This one vision is going to take Geko to the corner. Didn't get that OTG close slash like we expected, but nice snuff. Excuse me. A little bit of a slip there. Using Snail to get away from Geko there to outspace that YRC. Nice jump. Any hit from either player will take it. Wow, great jump in there from Geko, whose name is also Dizzy. Geko is Dizzy, by the way. So if I say Dizzy, I mean Geko. You guys keeping up? Okay. Wow, dude. Explosive stuff, dude. Isn't it crazy how you can play so patient against a character like Dizzy? You're taking your time. You're not being too active with your normals. You're not getting taken advantage of on those 2Ds. But she gets one good interaction, bro. You get H Michael sorted twice in one combo, man. Oh my god. Okay. No way. Oh, my lord. Geko churning the butter there with that reversal super. Oh, my lord. Dude, Geko was churning the butter. Here we go, man. Geko has been showing us some cool stuff here on this Dizzy. He's got the combos. He's got these pillars. He's got really good jump-in angles. McSmitty going to go for that 2K2D red RC out of that corner. Very patient against that Dizzy zoning. Once Geko gets a little too close, McSmitty throwing out that DLC 2K. Saying, hey girl, I know you're actually DLC, but I still don't know if you know what a DLC 2K is. McSmitty going to be pulling it out. Some great stuff there at the end. Finishing off that round, finishing our coup. We got the burst in our back pocket, but Geko is going to get his as well in here in just a moment. Nice pillar there. McSmitty able to use that Rensen after burst to try to call out Geko from being too preemptive. I love what Geko just did there, actually. Going for the short pillar, not because we're trying to contest against McSmitty, but just because we want that ice floor. We want to try to start pulling up on you. The YRC gets blocked here. Or rather, not blocked here. The YRC gets the distance here, excuse me. If it was blocked, it would have been a lot more explosive. McSmitty, nice jump in. Not enough to kill here and no tension to follow up, but at this point, even chip is on the table. But that active pillar clipping McSmitty gives Geko a chance to pull up and get a throw. No wings applied yet, but that 5D red RC keeps our turn going. McSmitty has to respect that fish above him. He can't just jump, has to hold down back. It's finally gone, but all of a sudden it's a much closer game here. Geko just needs one good counter hit jump in at this point to take it, or a pillar from downtown. Geko with an awesome comeback round. Oh my gosh. And you got to start questioning the stamina at this point. I mean, both these players on zoners, you know, if they're willing to deal it out or dish it out, can they also deal with it rather? So we'll have to see. McSmitty going for that one vision, cashing out a great amount of damage here against Geko. But he's going to have that burst on the other side. Nice jump in here. McSmitty using that red RC to see the burst, closes out that last round with a perfect, but still such a close game. Maybe that last round went into McSmitty's favor, but a close game in its totality and a close set so far. Why did the fish just float into the wall? Yeah, I guess it just stays there for a while. That's McSmitty in the chat, by the way, saying, yo, what the fuck was that fish doing? I guess, isn't it supposed to attack me? No, that one, I mean, I guess I don't mean to give you mid-set advice, but I think that one, I think the intent is that it floats above you so that you just can't jump. So you did the right thing by just standing there. I think, at least I think that's the intent. Didn't jump or backdash, only activates if airborne. There you go. Thank you, Hazel. Thank you, Hazel. Yeah, I think that was the intent. That's what Geko was trying to do. And it worked, right? Because then McSmitty was just sitting there down back and like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So Geko can sit back and set play a bit while still forcing their opponent to sit down in the corner. Nice backdash there on the meaty. Got the whistling wind right after. That 2D is in our favor. Catching Dizzy here. Catching Geko here. Geko is Dizzy. Shout out to Dolomite with the math degree out here. You know, you know. Nice stuff going for these Michael swords, carrying you down the screen. It's going to be that P fish. I think, was it P fish and K fish? It's the low fish and high fish. I don't need to get the inputs right, but I know what the low fish does. Great stuff here. We got 50 tension on each side. That B or C drift forward from McSmitty was going to contest Geko here, but the trade hit goes in the favor of the queen. Oh, dude, I love when actual players go for no follow-up there. You know what I mean? You're always trying to figure out which one they want to go for. You always forget they can go for nothing. Then you're like, oh, shit, you're just giving up your turn for free. They can start pulling up on you. Great back throw there from Geko. Keeping it jailed down here with these low fish. McSmitty going to scoop you back. Keep you in the... Oh, was going to keep you in the corner, but hit you with the same side. That was tricky. Geko not ready for that one. Another one vision combo here. Actually, no, threatened the one vision, but got the command grab instead. Weird stuff at the end. McSmitty on set point, but burst on each side. You can't 2K 2D Dizzy. Oh. You just can't? Okay, fun back Slayer backdash is unique and makes it not activate off backdash. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense because his is like a teleport dash. But, oh, and yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because it's like a teleport dash. Okay, well, there you go. There, Slayers. You hear that? There's your tech. Here's your daily Slayer tech brought to you by Jeek in this Dizzy Axel match. Oh, catching that backdash with 2H here. Geko just wants to get a little bit of distance to go for that H pillar. But McSmitty catching you with some of those low moves. Try to go for a quick command grab to call out Geko in the active frames of a move. But no, he's going to get this combo and this corner carry. There's that fish, keeping McSmitty from holding jump. Try to go for deflect shield for some distance. But Geko with that stagger sees the deflect shield, reacts accordingly, gets the punish. And now we're going to game 5. Christian Krabs saying, Geko, please, I need this. I don't want to fight an Axel. Guys, I don't mean to show disrespect to the 5th game. I just want to make sure I got everyone in the bracket all hanging out. The bracket going fine, by the way, guys. Everyone fine. Mods are kicking ass right now from what I understand. So hopefully y'all are having a good time. Big shouts to the mods for running the bracket for y'all. All right, guys. We're here in game 5. It's been an awesome set so far. 2 zoners on the screen, but man, it's felt so much more explosive than that, huh? On paper, I don't know what that sounds like to you, but from what we've been seeing, this has been an explosive set from both these players, and I kind of knew it. Playing Geko at the local, seeing McSmitty come up to so many of these Jeekly onlines. No surprise to see that we're going to game 5, but McSmitty is the one getting a perfect here, trying to stay on that winner side. McSmitty, I think, multiple-time top 8er here at the Jeekly as well, so definitely wants to get back up into that top 8 echelon. And says, hey, no disrespect, you know, nothing personal, but if you're in my way, only one of us can come out. But Geko with a really good jump in, catching your backdash as well with close slash. McSmitty, I love that. Didn't spend the burst quite yet. Still on this side of the wall, though. Try to go for 2H. Oh, you can combo off that? Holy shit! You can combo off that? Oh my god. Okay, so it's more than just keeping you grounded. It's also a combo tool if you get the counter hit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, today I learned. Dizzy players probably like, yeah, sure, we always go for that. But hey, today I learned. Guys, we're on the very last round here, and an awesome set here from both these players down to the wire. It's going to be going down to the last round. Geko spending that burst first, but with that active pillar, gets the burst right back from McSmitty, threatening that combo and that wall break. That counter hit far slash still gets us here in the corner. I think that's the first time we've seen wings literally the entire set. It comes out in the very last round of the last game. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. Nice job jumping in there. McSmitty tried to go for the follow-up on the Rensen, but Geko with a well-timed jump in. It's going to be these jumps from McSmitty to try to mix up Geko. Meaty 6H to keep the pressure going. FD block to put you out. The flex shield to get some distance as well. I love that aggressive jump in here from McSmitty. Jumping over those projectiles. Geko does have 50 tension. He can use it for that reversal super, but no, it's the PRC to keep your special safe and then anti-airing the Axel. Great adaptation there from McSmitty being very aggressive at the end, but Geko with that PRC sealed it at the very heat of the moment. He's going to be moving on that winner side. Here we go, guys. It's Dainsleif up against Dominating Moon out here. Now, big shouts that Dainsleif was on stream, I think, just last week playing on that Millia. Dominating Moon. Surely we've had Dominating Moon on stream before, if I'm not mistaken. I definitely recognize the name, probably in on Tower. I feel like I've seen this Baiken before, so sorry if I'm wrong on that Dominating, but oh my god, amazing. Instant block there from Dainsleif on that 6K, getting the punish right after and using that tether, the combo off of S-Disc. Oh my god, dead framing with JP to get the cross up after. Nice block there on that last mix from Dominating Moon and being active right back with that jump back JS, trying to call out Dainsleif for jumping in the air at us with an IAD. PRC to keep ourselves safe. Couldn't get the follow-up on the H-Cab, using the Wild Assault to keep the pressure going. Dainsleif stopping that block there for a second, and the threat of stagger pressure. Dominating Moon closes it out with close slash at the end. Moon's been in a lot of tourneys lately. Oh, okay, excuse me. So maybe I've seen Moon in another bracket or something. Or maybe I've seen Moon here at Jeekly. I know I've seen the name. So we know Dominating Moon over at the Dank gang. Oh, okay, fire. Shouts to Dank, man. Hey, guys, isn't Dank's bracket literally tomorrow, by the way? Do you guys know that? Can someone confirm that for me? And if so, you can drop the link in the chat. Or you can just drop it, whatever. You can just drop it if it's like next week. It is tomorrow? Yeah, if someone wanted to drop the link. You don't have to if you don't want to, but figure we show Dank some love. Shouts to Dank running their Hunter monthly bracket, Hunter themed Guilty Gear Strive bracket. Don't get it confused for Hunter the game. It is Guilty Gear Strive the game. Okay, here we go. We dropped the link. Okay, I'm doing a bad job of shilling it. Bracket number 14. Oh, dude, the prize pool's at 235. Is that what it says? Oh my God, is that right? I don't want to say the wrong number. Oh my God, $235 prize pool. Yo, y'all pull up. Y'all pull up. It's in the chat. Start.gg. Wow. Okay. Whoa, dude, Dainsleif using that fast RC after 6P, calling out the Ozanson. Dainsleif was in such a good spot there at the very end, right? Able to close it out with the perfect. But even then, with that burst in our back pocket, we were looking pretty good here. I love that 6P, man. Dude, what a really cool... And oh, we were threatening the burst bait from the very beginning. I just realized. That's why Dainsleif did nothing there. Whoa, that was a really explosive last round. That was a crazy one, though. Hey, Scary, was that a real setup there from Dainsleif, or was that like just like a swag combo? Doing like fast RC close slash off of 6P, counter hit 6P? I guess you always want to do the fast RC to try to conserve the tension, so I guess it makes sense. Yeah, okay, never mind. I guess it makes sense. Oh, try to be aggressive with that approaching 2P there, but as you can see, not a lot of HP left to play with. Let me go ahead and pin that bracket up here. Customize time. 20 minutes? Like 40 minutes. With this H-Disc setup, Dominating Moon spends that YRC to nullify it a little bit here. Goes for that PRC off of H-Cab to try to see if Dainsleif had committed to an option. So low in HP there. There's a world where Dominating Moon does burst, but it's so risky and you don't want to be the hero, you know? S-Cab reset here. I will say that Dominating Moon is pretty good at fishing for hits off of S-Cab. Just the stagger alone is enough to catch Dainsleif with close slash and bar slash and get a big combo after. Hard knockdown. You can potentially get Dainsleif here with literally one guess. Even 2K could probably kill at this point. Oh, it's the throw bait gun super? Oh my gosh. I wonder if that was a Tiger Knee one too. That's crazy. Dominating Moon with the throw bait gun super to take out Dainsleif there at the end. But Dainsleif not taking that one lying down. We're fighting right back. We got the 50 tension. Dominating Moon does have that burst in our back pocket. Trying to red RC to see if Dominating Moon's going to try to go for it. Waits for that JS in the air. There's a lot of Millia jump normals that can be tricky to burst against, but JS may be safe. Try to keep the counter with 6H. PRC keeps yourself safe. S-Disc is almost like a DP, right? Like as a oh shoot kind of button. Nice throw pressure here from Dominating, and because that S-Tether was applied, we kept it going. Try to get a burst bait here. I respect that from Dominating, but Dainsleif not taking the bait. And another well-placed anti-air from Dainsleif is going to take that game. We're up 2-0 here. But strong stuff from both these players so far, man. I respect Dominating Moon going for that burst bait there at the end. Would have been explosive if Dainsleif had fell for that one. Dominating Moon would have kept you in the corner, gotten the wall break, got positive bonus, and then it would have been like a last hit situation. But Dainsleif, got to give it to them, keeping their cool. So let me go ahead and add the next players, guys, just to make sure that the bracket's still going. You guys know how it is. Y'all know how it is. And it looks like we're like doing good on time and everything too, so. Okay, I'll let my next players know about the next match. Dainsleif here with that low HP, man. We've been going down to some close rounds here, both dominating and Dainsleif, but I feel like this Millia, even when we're low HP, can still keep it on top. I mean, dominating Moon as well. Not faltering, going for that something to close out the round, finish our food, so to speak. Trying to get a chance to get some distance back here from this Millia, but Dainsleif smothering you here on the ground, and we still are in the air as well, but it's not like very vertical, right? It's definitely a low height air approach here from Dainsleif when we are in the air, trying to possibly match that same angle that Dominating Moon can represent. We're going to take it to the wall here, but still either player's game. I'm going to keep it a buck. Dominating Moon with a good combo and a red RC here could close it out. Dainsleif is able to weave out that burst. Whoa! Great stuff there from Dominating Moon, using the gun super to... What was that? It actually... I mean, let me look back at the disc here, because it looked like we were maybe just right over top of it. Let's see here. Yeah, because that was S disc, right? Was it simply not active yet? Yeah, we were just able to go right over. Okay, excuse me. Just watching the replay back. Oh, excuse me. I didn't report the score correctly. Dominating Moon, of course, just got that last match. Trying to catch you with the jump cancel JHs. It's going to be that corner steal? Definitely a weird hit there at the very end. Dominating Moon was able to take it. Try to go for the corner steal JH at the very end. I like that rising JK. It's a quick normal to throw out here to possibly catch someone on the start of their slower jump normals, but also try to jail someone back. Oh, whoa! Oh my lord, Dainsleif was already committing there to the Mirage through. Dominating Moon getting caught out here. Dainsleif getting that close slash in the BRC after the take out this Baiken. We have that burst. Need to see if we can find a good chance to use it here to try to get this Millia back off. Dainsleif, until then, keeping this pressure up. Giving that multi-hit JH. Does get a second here to breathe. Spacing out those S cabs, waiting for a good chance to come in. Dainsleif gonna ladder you to the corner here. Not enough to splat. I like what we were representing with that backdash BRC overhead. Fortunately not able to execute it out. Dominating Moon gets that second to breathe. 6P to jail you back, man. High APM from both these players. Dominating Moon definitely making Dainsleif work for this win if we're gonna get it here. I don't know, this Baiken keeping that pressure up, but faltering for only a moment. Dainsleif capitalizes with that run-up vertical close slash. We're going to move on, 3-1. Here we go, guys. I'm conked off on the aspartame, but we're fine. Am I saying it right? We got Kaneda up against Khan. Kaneda, many-time top 8er here at the Jeekly, playing that Sin out here. Now, Kaneda also has a Bridget. We'll see if it comes out. Khan on the Slayer. Khan out here with that Dracula tag. We're going to see what we got in store here. Kaneda, no stranger to that Slayer. Has been, I mean, I'm going to keep it a buck, man. Not talking at Kaneda's expense. Has gotten caught off guard by strong Slayers here in the past here at the Jeekly. But since then has been working on, I mean, in the game in general, working on all of our matchups. I wouldn't be surprised if we got some tricks here in store, but are they going to be enough for Khan out here? Already getting 1 round out here on this Dandy Vampire, closing it out with that bite. Trying to go for a throw here. Luckily, no punish. Oh, wow. A great throw there from Kaneda. I was telling you guys, we've gotten robbed by those Slayers before. We're not going to, we're going to be ready for at least stuff like that this time around. Now, of course, if Khan is going to mix us up and going to show us some new tricks, then we're going to have trouble. Nice pile bunker right there to close it out. Khan getting game 1 for ourselves. Kaneda getting a second there to breathe in that game 2. But Khan starting it off with that overhead, right? Closing the distance here with a well-spaced Mappa Hunch. All right, let me make sure I got your next players ready as well, guys. Just cooking through this bracket. This is like an OG Jeekly bracket, bro. We got a lot of good players in here and a lot of good players. Okay, I need to add your next ones, guys. All right. Sorry about that. All right, we're back. I say we're back, but man, we're already far into this one. Nice fast RC here from Khan. Dude, this is so tricky, man. Of course, if we're sitting here watching, we're seeing what side that Slayer is on. Maybe you in your chair at home are able to tell what side Khan's going to be on in some of these instances. But I do not blame Kaneda for getting hit, especially in these corner situations, because Khan is being very tricky with it. But any overrepresentation of that Master's Hammer is going to get called out by these throws from Kaneda. Going for an early overhead here. Another one to take out Khan, using that stamina to get the follow-up hit to get that wall splat, using super to get the hard knockdown, but no stamina yet to keep that pressure up. Now you do have that tension, you got 100 of it, but Khan gonna use that PRC to get away from you. Nice universe hit. Kaneda does have the burst here, not feeling the threat quite yet. Khan gets a pile bunker wall splat. Kaneda didn't want to spend that burst and then get it baited here by that Khan with the tension. Unfortunately, wasn't able to keep our turn here, or take our turn back. Khan with that drift forward 2D. There's a chance you burst. Yeah. Okay, there it is. PRC to approach. Oh, but bet it all on throw. Kaneda saying, what are you doing, homie? Back dash 2S to close out that round. Oh, man. Kaneda saying, hold on. You really think you got it like that? You gonna dash up on me like that? I do. I like that from Khan. Felt like a hero right there. I mean, look at it, bro. Maybe Khan is the hero, bro. Look at this. Super Mappa Hunt. Sending Sin through. We got the hard knockdown here. Trying to say, hey, I want some of that $100. Oh, my God. Try to keep that fast RC combo going. The close slash to juggle forward, but Kaneda gets a second to breathe instead. The 2H connects, and the fast RC from Khan takes game 2, a much closer game. But after that one, Kaneda doesn't have much room to wiggle here. Reminder, it's a first of 3, right? Like, this is still either player's game. It's just that Kaneda is going to have to make sure that everything we've learned from this point was exactly what we needed to know. You know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe I just lost 2 games, but that's okay, because I figured out exactly what I need, and I'm going back in there to win 3 in a row. You know? Like, so we'll see, man. We'll see.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, nice, dude. Khan ready with that tech already. Kaneda still looking strong, though. Conserving that last bit of stamina, using a bit to keep that pressure up, trying to get some of this tension up, in fact, as well. Khan with that fast PRC to fight back. Kaneda here getting that pull up here after that hard knockdown, and just a little shimmy was all we needed. Keeping it simple there at the end. Just a shimmy close slash. I mean, hell, we didn't even walk back that far. We just kind of staggered our close slash. I'm keeping $1 million. Oh, but a well-timed back throw there from Khan. I like how Kaneda's mixing up this sim pressure a bit. Puts on Khan ready with some universal answers like that back throw at times. Try to keep it going with that 2S. Oh, yeah. Tried to keep our turn going even further with that fast PRC, but Kaneda this time doesn't want to get beaten out again, or doesn't want to get, doesn't want to get beaten out by that move. Of course, we beat it out last time when Khan did it, and we got the throw after. Oh! Dude, what an explosive end to the round there from Khan. Just a very quick command grab, fast RC. Now, Kaneda did go down that round, but we were able to get our burst back. Set point here for Khan. Getting hit with that 2K. Kaneda trying to take our turn back out for some of those map 100s, but Khan doing a good job in general of spacing them out. Nice counter hit from Kaneda. The stagger doesn't always have to be like close slash tick throws, right? Kaneda showing you that just simple stuff of just mixing up your far slash time that can get you the counter hit and get you the wall break after. Still has our burst, still has 50 tension. Doesn't need to do anything too tricky quite yet. No stamina in the back pocket, but that 5D takes it. We had the RC to back ourselves up just in case. Kaneda getting a game here on the board. Okay, strong stuff. OEG, OMG fans, Kaneda fans, wipe the sweat off the brow. Your friends got one on the board, but can't celebrate quite yet. Khan with a very explosive 2 games, and I'm going to keep it $1 million. That last one, pretty close too.
Duel 1.
But Kaneda, the first game was so explosive for Khan's favor, and it's slowly been going more and more Kaneda's favor. So we'll see. Maybe it's just a linear function, and we are on the positive side of the slope. You feel me? There's that shimmy again. Kaneda catching you with it earlier, saying, wait, this is very effective. No reason to not bring it out. Khan here been very tricky with all the bites and the universes today. Gets another one here. Kaneda not spending that burst yet. No. Oh, man. Khan so oppressive. Gets that pile bunker red RC on the other side. Kaneda not having spent that burst yet. Spends it there, but Khan was sniffing it out at that point. Took advantage. Took all that 100 tension from Kaneda while closing out the round. And with this fast pile bunker route, is keeping Kaneda in the corner. A YRC gets you a second to breathe, gets you out. You have stamina, but no tension. Khan with that burst as well. The world's your oyster on the side of the Slayer. Spends it immediately off that counter hit. Doesn't want to give Kaneda even a chance. And it's going to be that immediate pile bunker SMH. Khan moving on, 3-1. Duel 1, let's rock. It's Kuya D up against Madam Gup. Big shout-outs to Madam Gup, MDVA, Potemkin player out here. Going to be seeing what she's going to do up against this ABBA here. Kuya D already with an explosive start. This is my first time seeing Kuya here out in the Jeekly. But hey, man, I'll accept some strong ABBAs. Come on out. Definitely already have a couple out here, a couple of strong ABBAs, but Kuya D going to prove their worth. Already with a strong start against Madam Gup. Madam Gup, as a, give you some power scaling. Madam Gup, multiple time top 8er here at the Jeekly with this Potemkin. Definitely taking out some of the best, some massive upsets. So we're going to see what Kuya D can do here. Look at, oh my god, yeah, look at the footsies. Look at the shimmies. Kuya D on the hitbox. Now, of course, Baby ABBA, I'm being ironic here. Baby ABBA, of course, not having a lot of movement, but Kuya D still very, precise. Going to be able to balance our JR very effectively here. Madam Gup getting caught by that 2K was ready with our burst, but you're going to have to block out this tentacle super. Nice armor to deal with Kuya's advance. The fast RC connects. Madam Gup going to take you down the corner, and with that D uninstall here from Kuya, Madam Gup evens up the rounds.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
And Eric Soda, I like how Kuya is handling the JR meter. Yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, it was so quick in that first round. Kuya did a pretty cool interaction where it was like maybe it was a fast RC key grab or something. It was hard to keep up with, but we were doing a good job of keeping the JR. Dude, this is actually insane how much respect both of these players are getting from each other. That was damn near 20 seconds of just nothing full screen. Oh man, we're looking. There ain't no Teemo on the screen. This ain't no 2xKO. I thought we were playing Strive. Oh my gosh, nice throw. Gup is ready with this burst potentially, but doesn't get the chance to spend it. Kuya canceling into that overdrive is going to take this first game.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, sorry guys. Duel 1, let's rock. Gup already doing a good job of using that 2D. Got some grabs coming out here. So, like, I mean, you want to keep that distance away here from Potemkin, but Kuya, in a very awkward predicament, wants to build up some JR, go into that gorilla mode, and then run you down. Madam Gup not going to let you get there for free, though, right? We got that 2D to zone you back pretty well. I mean, look at this. The 2K 2D right there, trying to keep back this ABBA here. The Flick can do a good job of it. Just Far Slash can do a good job of it. You have a lot of great tools. Kuya doing a good job of showing you the hop kick, possibly. And I love the jump JD to be active here. Wow. Nice. Madam Gup still able to navigate around that Dawn's Eye. Kuya getting back some of our JR. Almost 100 tension here. Use that first 50 on the PRC. Just gained the second 50 after that wall break. Madam Gup has 50 of our own. Nice jab on that gap. Kuya still has a lot of JR to play with, but man, that unwind from the Potemkin Buster. Of course, Madam Gup just closing out that round, but also, even if that didn't kill, Kuya was in such a bad spot because of how that JR drains with that Pop Buster after. Madam Gup was ready with that 50 tension to seal out the round. Great stuff. Kuya having that burst, just not the chance to spend it, or the 100 tension. So it's so unfortunate, but no sweat. We already got a game under our belts. Kuya doing a good job with that first one.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Man, very high APM from both players. It's going to be Kuya getting that knockdown here with that dash 5K to start it off. We're going to get our JR back here with a wall break as well. Man, with all that in our back pocket, the world is our oyster. Basically going to get 50 tension immediately with that positive bonus. Gup does have her burst and 50 tension to play back with, but that counter hit isn't going to give you a lot of options. Kuya going to take it to the other side of the screen, knocking you through with an interesting round here. Going back to that full JR and cashing out. That may be enough to kill even Potemkin. Oh my god! What an awesome combo there from Kuya. Dude, that was a clip. That's going on the Shorts channel, bro. Holy shit. That's going on the Shorts channel. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Good stuff there. All right, still either player's game. Reminder, it's 1-1. Gup will have 100 tension on that other side. He's quick with those Pop Buster RCs to try to steal out Kuya from going for burst. with Heat Knuckle and such, but I like that tech. Madam Gup was ready on Kuya pulling up. Good reactions. Oh! Maybe didn't trust that the grab was going to connect. Was already early with the PRC, which is unfortunate. Was still able to deal us, some damage. And with Kuya with 0 JR, this Abba's not in an amazing spot. Wow, great pull up there from Madam Gup. That was actually insane. She legit dead ass teleported across the screen. That was so fast. Oh my god, dude, she dead ass teleported. Oh my lord. Okay, Kuya. That last round loss was a blessing and a burden, because now you got that JR back. You're able to play the game. PRC low 2K was the mix. Awesome mix, by the way. Going to be sending this Potemkin to the wall. Bursting you back, but the armor keeps Madam Gup alive here. Finding that gap with the 5P, we're pushing back Abba, and with that force uninstall, Kuya again not in an amazing spot. Safe jabbing with that 5P, unfortunately missing the Kara. Madam Gup didn't get the punish we expected, but that counter hit is going to be what we need. HPB closes out game 3 for Madam Gup. Yeah, for sure went for, well, I don't want to say for sure. That sounds like I know. I don't know. Possibly went for a Kara pop buster there, or expected to go for one. And I don't know if you can Kara pop buster from there, but I guess I wouldn't be too surprised. Hey, Newbie Booby, I see you there in the chat. How you doing, Newbie? I love your name, Newbie Booby. That's why I recognize your name. I see some others, though. I see Itistoday, Dolomite, Void's hanging out in the chat. Running the redemption bracket if you guys are in that. Awesome stuff. And Darren's as well. Appreciate y'all hanging out today. If you guys haven't already, I really appreciate if you guys can claim some of those Matcherino codes. As you can see in the bottom left corner of the screen, already up to $4.25. Means you claimed around like 13 or so of those codes. So still got some more to go. If you guys didn't mind claiming those for free. Every 4 you claim, that's $1 to the pot, straight to the players. So thank you very much. Big shout to Scary for already contributing $50. We're up to 100 already. Madam Gups definitely wants a slice of that, but she's got to get this tentacle super first, man. Kuya going to take advantage of those plus frames, going for that immediate key grab. Fast RC key grab again to try to lock out Madam Gup from bursting, but then it doesn't kill here. Unfortunate stuff. Getting that next hit using BWA to keep the combo going. No! Unfortunate stuff. Madam Gup trying to use that blue wall assault to keep that combo going. Unfortunate drop on that Mega Fist after probably not what she expected. Kuya in the scramble was ready with that reversal. Super great stuff. Medi said that's gap. That's funny. Crazy stuff. Yeah, I know Medi's showing up when we got the Abo on the screen. There's that tentacles taking you through with that wall splat. Madam has her burst here, but Kuya keeping that mix tricky, bro. Has that 50 tension for another fast RC. Are we going to be ready for the next one? Doesn't have the chance to go for that jump back FD on those tentacles. Kuya catches with the low. Madam Gup was ready with the burst, but Kuya D already down backing, was ready to take that game, and we're going to a 5th one here in this bracket, guys. This has been awesome so far. Definitely one of our more high entrant brackets in a while, and I've been personally having a fun time watching all the games and stuff so far. So thank you very much, everybody, for supporting and watching, and all y'all that are still entering and in the bracket right now. Lock in. You're still in. Lock in. He finds character, but she makes for such a good watch. You talking about Abba? Yeah, she is so fun to watch. She is so fun to watch. She's not necessarily the worst to fight. She's not necessarily the worst to fight. Like all characters, there are things that are annoying about them. And like all characters, if you're playing against someone who's kind of like not looking at the screen, it doesn't matter what character they're playing, it's never fun, right? Maybe some characters enable that more than others, but I'm not here to talk about that one way or another. I will say that Madam Gup is doing some crazy shit out here in this Potemkin. She's been playing pot here for the, I mean, damn, awesome stuff here in the Jeekly for like many top 8s. I want to say for the entirety of this year, I've seen her in many top 8s, like at least once a month, at least, out here in this Potemkin. Right now, though, Kuya D threatening this set point here. Madam Gup still fighting back, trying to go for that pop buster, but Kuya felt that one coming, was ready to jump over it. Madam will have her burst here in a moment, but we've seen her be patient with it before. I mean, not a bad time to spend it there, I think, to keep that positive bonus away from this ABBA, but Kuya D approaching with that 5H regardless. Putting us in a hard spot here. Kuya D, full JR, 50 tension, spending that burst to keep that pressure going. Madam gets clipped by that 2H, and the ABBA moves on. Great stuff to Kuya D. Here we go, guys. Insert versus Christian Crab. Now, I'm excited out here, man. We have a lot of strong Asukas out here. One of my favorites to watch, Christian Crab. Going to be coming up here against Insert. Now, no shortage of strong Mays here in the online NA scene. And when I say no shortage, I mean there's 2 of them. And one of them is Insert. And Insert just recently getting 2nd place at the Jeekly 78, was it, guys? Or I may get maybe getting the number mixed up, but Insert just recently getting 2nd place at one of these tournaments, ready to do more than that this time around if we can. But Christian Crab is going to be in our way. Now, Christian Crab, no slouch, multiple-time top 8er out here in this Asuka, playing a very unique character, bro. So you got to be ready for this matchup. You got to use what little you remember from early Season 3 Asuka to try to combat it. You know, if you haven't been playing against it recently, Christian Crab going to show you some neat tricks out here. But Insert also, such an impressive May, man. Like I said, you know, it seems like in the online NA scene, there's, you know, a couple very strong, notable Mays. Insert definitely one of the players putting this character on the map, it feels like. Playing very strong at TNS's and at Jeekly's alike. Now, that's going to be that behind the back. It's going to be the whale shots combo, but oh, I didn't expect it to drop there. Yeah, it does look weird when it connects. When it connects when it doesn't look like it should, so I expected it to still connect there, but I was wrong, and maybe Insert didn't expect that one either. But still, was able to close it out regardless here against Christian Crab in Game 1. Okay, here we go. Oh, and it is today. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think you were actually queued up to be on stream soon after, right? So, I'll remake the room after. Is what I'll do for y'all. Okay. I'll add the players. At Nan Nan, at it is today.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, sorry, I was adding the players for the next match, guys. My apologies. Christian Crab keeping y'all entertained, though, with those cubes, man. Insert getting knocked through the wall, even when Crab was able to go for so many shuffles, but it's going to be that 5H counter hit right back. Still got a lot of mana in our back pocket, so no threaten for the shield break quite yet. But with that hard knockdown, not in a great spot. But with 100 tension, you have a chance to fight here. Not very good defensive cubes, unfortunate stuff. Goes for that burst to try to fight back, but Insert with the bait and the mana break as well, sealing out that round. Unfortunate stuff here for Crab. Insert getting a chance to keep that pressure up here. Crab was able to mash for a second, getting some cubes, but still in this corner, the May takes advantage of you. Goes for that command grab, has that 50 tension after, and it's going to be Yamada-san! Ganbatte! No man on the side of Christian Crab. Still fighting here with that YRC, that full screen 2D also catching Insert off guard potentially. I like that blue Wild Assault to keep the combo up and go for that shuffle after. All of a sudden, Crab is in a really great spot. Now, Insert having a lot of meter here. Goes for a really well-placed 3K. Oh my god, no. Dude, Crab did not just react to that backdash BRC. Did he just fucking react to that overhead? That was crazy. Insert still taking this round. with an awesome combo there at the end, by the way. But I am just blown away that Christian Crab blocked that backdash BRC overhead, bro. I think I caught it in the replay. Oh, no, I'm not going to catch it. It's fine. I mean, what's much more important is insert combo there to close out that round. Insert here with a very explosive game so far. Wants to try to move on to this winner's side with no games dropped. See if he can do it here. Gonna spend that burst here early. But at the reward of getting, oh my god, getting Crab's burst right back. Really good back throw and the staff applied. But low stamina. Crab in a weird spot, right? Nice counter hit, and I like what Crab did there, right? Wasn't the most explosive counter hit ever, but look how he got all of his mana back and full cards. And then the follow-up after. So Crab in an amazing spot. Oh, shit. Whoa, dude, an amazing back throw there from Insert Crab. Unfortunately, couldn't keep that combo going, and the fast PRC overhead opens up this mage. You're getting sent through here. You got 50 tension and a lot of cubes. No, unfortunate stuff. Try to go for BRC and then potentially an answer to the immediate start of Dolphin, but Insert was already active in your hitbox, and it closed out the round, putting us on the set point. The Rail Super comes out. No mana still on the side of Christian Crab. Blocked out on it. Dude, that was actually kind of weird. Did Insert actually get a little micro dash there before that throw? I didn't expect that one. Crab gets a second to breathe with that wall tech. Gets out of that super that possibly would have sealed the game. Insert does have his burst here. Could potentially see it soon, potentially. Christian Crab with another amazing air throw. Definitely happy with all those in this set. Wanted to pull forward there potentially to try to bait that burst, but Insert going to do it right back to you. Red RC to see it lined up, and Insert moves on 3-0. Here we go, guys. Still qualifying for top 8 on the winner's side. It's going to be Nan Nan with the Super Creek uppies. Anybody ready to play Goo Goo Babies? Up against Itistoday. Now, big shouts to Itistoday. I think Itistoday started off one of our stream matches in a previous tournament recently with a very explosive match against Hopeful Romantic. Yeah, it was a awesome game 5 if I'm not mistaken. But they're going to be going up against Nan Nan here, and she is so strong on this Sin. Also, one thing you're going to see her do, you already saw it already with that fast BRC air dash down. She does that on literally every character, bro, and it is so effective. It is so good on every character, it feels like. Itistoday already having a strong start here. Needs one more hit to take out Nan Nan. Dude, you know what's so crazy about Nan Nan? And I don't mean to sound biased or nothing like that. I don't mean to sound like I'm picking favorites. But Nan Nan, I used to play against Nan Nan way back in the day in the Gauntlet tournaments. Shouts to the Gauntlet and shouts to those early tournaments. And Nan Nan and I, hey, I'd say it. Back then, we went neck and neck. We would go game 5 when she was playing Giovanna. Nowadays, though, she's about to qualify on winner's side of top 8 of the Jeekly 79, bro. Getting this first game here against Itistoday. With that 5D, possibly expected to get a little bit sooner, but with that 5D, seals it with the perfect. Gonna see. It is only one game on the board, though, and I remember how strong Itistoday was on that Slayer. Definitely an impressive character. Definitely a strong comeback character as well. If Nan Nan overcommits, spends too much stamina, spends too much resources to try to close out a combo against a Slayer, Itistoday can capitalize back with some well-placed counter hits, some good mix-ups. So we'll see. Nan Nan not overcommitting too much, it feels like, with her stamina. Spending 2 there, Itistoday going for a burst. And if you think about that resource economy, like maybe that's worth it, right? Like trying to say, okay, well, already spending that stamina, I want to get you off me. Of course, you don't want to get wall broken either, right? So you're making that decision regardless. Nan Nan trying to do some up-back fuzzy jumps to try to get away from those 2Ks from Itistoday. Nice RTL to reverse the situation and get a wall break for yourself. She goes for that empty air dash throw. Such a tricky option, and that's the tower player in Nan Nan. And I don't mean that as an, and I mean that as a compliment. right? Nan Nan, she's been out here on the streets playing in the onlines on net play, right? She knows those tricks, bro. So she's going to do those empty air dash throws and such, at least sprinkling them in once per set, right? Trying to catch you off guard. Nice Tyrant barrel wall break from even that distance. That is crazy. If she loses to Itistoday, don't let her forget about it. I give you permission. Uh-oh. Shout out to my toy Shogun in the chat. We'll see. Itistoday, very strong Slayer player, man. No slouch. Trying to get up on that winner side of top 8 as well. We're both in this same position. We're both in the same position. But it's Nan Nan here with that 2-0 lead here on this Sin. And here's one thing. If I'm playing against Nan Nan, now I wouldn't be because she'd probably smoke my ass. But if I was playing against Nan Nan, I'd be thinking about, even if I beat her, who is she going to next? She literally came in the room picking Ramlethal, right? So she's got a couple characters under her belt. So there's a lot that she could potentially threaten. Itistoday locking in on that Slayer, going to take this Slayer to the grave or to the gold medal. We'll see.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nan Nan with a very quick round here, guys. You saw she was threatening that safe jab 5P after that wall break approach. Trying to close it out here against Itistoday. Showing us some strong stuff on this Slayer. Representing that 6P, but Nan Nan catching you with the low. Has 50 tension to cash out with. Nan Nan going completely cashed out, right? No stamina, no tension. You do have the positive bonus to catch you back up. Trying to threaten a burst bait here with that counter hit 2S. Red RC to try to bait it. Wild Assault to take away the option entirely, but Itistoday finally gets it out there. Nan Nan spending some of her burst back. Itistoday having 50 tension, but doesn't get that chance to spend it. Gets called out by the backdash, and Nan Nan moves on to winner side of top 8 of the Jeekly 79.
Here we go, guys. It's going to be Insert up against Khan. Khan getting up here to the winner's side of the bracket with an upset win over Red I'm Not. 3-2. Crazy stuff here. Khan, definitely the dark horse of the bracket. It feels like we were watching one of their stream matches earlier. So powerful here on the Slayer. It was over Kaneda. Gonna see if they can't do the same over Insert. Wow, an explosive first round here. Insert doesn't even get that chance to spend the burst. Getting bursted back here, Insert threatening that 5H here, and look how strong it is when you get that hit. Khan possibly going for maybe the startup of 5K simply, but no, you can't press anything on the face of that 5H if Insert's looking for that fish counter hit. Raw Last Horizon, you won't. Khan, you listening? Raw Last Horizon, you won't. Red RC to close out that round. Wow, Insert. Crazy stuff. And guys, I just remembered I kind of was going to try to do predictions tonight. No promises, but as you can tell, I already forgot to do this first one. So maybe not fair to start it now, but I'll try to remember for the next one if you guys can remind me. Good counter hit here from Khan. Getting that positive bonus, and it's such a great spot to get it. You already got that tension as soon as you approach on Insert. Oh my god, wow, 5K to beat out the round start. Dolphin Khan already familiar enough with the matchup to throw out that preemptive normal, knowing what you get off of the hit. Strong stuff, man. There's nothing more powerful than being so familiar with either a player or a matchup or just a situation where you're like, dude, I'm going to slam my button. I know what's coming next. Please, Jeek, I need to gamble. I got you. I got you. Let me wait till after this one. I mean, unless you guys want to bet against Khan when Insert's down a game. I'll just do it. Fuck it. Okay. Who will win? Insert Khan. And then how long should the period be? I'll do a minute. Start prediction. Okay, there you go. Maybe a minute's too long. Maybe I should do 30 seconds. Can I steal Dolomite's points specifically? Dolomite was getting crazy with the points, I think, the last time we streamed. Oh, nice stuff. Khan trying to get that cross up. Close slash, but Insert was ready with the reversal super. Able to stay alive here. Despite that whiff grab. In fact, we were taking the round. Okay, Insert taking things back into our hands here. I won like 10K. Nice. I need to get you a reason to spend it. Oh, wow. A lot of you actually voted. Oh, my God. It's still going, so I'll wait a moment. I'll wait till it's done. Excuse me. Super map a hunch here. Khan cashing out that 50 tension. All in. Here we go. Oh, that was tricky. Khan unfortunately didn't have the tension to turn that one into a combo after, but Insert throwing back that dandy step. Nice tech here. Khan ready with the 5K. I don't know the frame data on that Slayer move, but I'm guessing it's pretty fast. Probably anywhere from what? No way, it's 5 frames, right? It's got to be at least, at fast as 6, right? Probably 7. Point is, it's quick. No way, it's 5, right? Okay, here we go. Oh, that was tricky. I actually probably would have went for like a burst bait there because Insert with the backflip animation of May getting hit was so confusing to me. I'm like, wow, is he actually bursting? But no, keeping that burst in her back pocket, trying to build up some tension here. Possibly did not expect that follow-up. Khan gets a chance to get out of that corner. Active with the 6P, try to get the dandy step after, but Insert was ready with the burst. 7 frames, everyone. Okay, 5K for 5K Slayer, 7 frames. Reversal super getting blocked. Khan. Close slash is the punish, keeping it simple. Up 2-0 here in this set. Insert is ass, unbiased ear. That is crazy. Why would you say that? Why did I read that? To be clear, I just read that. Why did unbiased ear say that? Why did... Who are you? Is that a joke or are you just being mean? That was a first time chat. I'm going to time you out for a minute just in case. Okay. Just in case you were kidding. There we go. Don't I think about now? That's 10 Jeek? Oh shit. Can a mod fix that for me? I'm sorry. I think it's Poncho. I think Poncho may have just been kidding. But I'm being careful just in case. I don't want anyone being mean to anybody. Is that weird? I'm sorry if I'm being weird right now. I apologize. Nice stuff. Khan going for that pile bunker wall splat. Super Magma Hunch sending you through. Khan has that 50 tension after. Good just blocks here. Insert trying to get a chance to wake up, man, but Khan just so oppressive with these close dashes. Insert does get a chance to get a back throw here, and it is a punish, so Khan possibly trying to get aggressive with those dandy steps. I like that close slash stagger, possibly seeing if Khan wanted to throw out that burst, and I wouldn't have blamed Khan for an earlier burst in that round, especially with the 100 tension in your back pocket, but Insert threatening so many burst bait opportunities. I guess I don't blame you either for holding it, right? It's definitely, you know, it is a choice. You know, you don't want to get it baited and Insert take the round anyways. You have it here in your back pocket and it may pay off, but Insert doing some aggressive May pressure. We're throwing you here in the corner. That was so crazy. The trade hit universe meant we still got the wall splat after. Khan seeing if Insert has that burst to spend. Gets that chance to breathe. PRC after dandy step. I think that was even Kara bite. Khan, great stuff to close out that round. It's Poncho up against Nan Nan. Nan Nan in her first ever Jeekly winner's side top 8.
But you can't celebrate too soon, guys. We got a whole top 8 to get through with $105 in that prize pool. And you can add to it with exclamation point Matcherino. I see some Nan Nan fans here in the chat. Appreciate y'all for coming in. But she's going to have to get through Poncho. Previous top 8er here at the Jeekly, I think second placer if I'm not mistaken. Previously on the Zato, but this time pulling out the HC. Going to be able to Goomba stomp you around here. Nice tech throw here from Nan Nan. Gets a second to fight back with that BRC drift down. Poncho getting opened up with that overhead red RC. Nan Nan sending you through with that follow-up beak driver. We do have 50 tension here on the side of Poncho, showing you that BRC drift down as well from the side of this HC. That roll mix getting thrown. Poncho could potentially, no, doesn't get the chance. I was going to say could potentially choose the burst there, but Nan Nan didn't even let you make that decision, was already ready with that reversal. Oh, wow. Great far slash there from Nan Nan to start off the situation in the first place. Red RC to confirm that burst expenditure. Is that a word? Expenditure? Expenditure. Excuse me. That burst expenditure. Upgrading my commentary every day with new vocabulary words. Poncho with the same side JS. Nan Nan doing that up back to try to keep herself safe to low options, as well as blocking out the 5D that Poncho represented. That Deus Ex does still connect. Nan Nan, I wouldn't be surprised if Nan Nan bursts here. If she, oh, she doesn't need to. She's going to, oh no, Nan Nan. Okay, she's fine though. She has the stamina to stay safe. But Poncho found the gap, mashed through it, and closed out the round. Unfortunate stuff there. Nan Nan, of course, wanted to close out that round with that last combo, but it's all right. We can still get there. Spending our burst back on each side of the screen. Nan Nan goes for, wow, that was cool. Went for threatening the meaty 6K. Got the throw. I love that. Poncho trying to bait a block low there. Getting called out by the throw, and then the overhead right after. Nan Nan with some tricky stuff with that fake knee 6K. Poncho on a pixel here. Gets back thrown for his troubles. Nan Nan taking this first game, but we were going back and forth there. Of course, that second round could have been Nan Nan's a little bit sooner if, she didn't drop that combo. But, hey, walk it off. You're good. Still closing out regardless. Still getting that back throw. Still with some awesome pressure. I'm loving what Nan Nan does, man. Nan Nan is so quick on the sticks. She's very comfortable across the whole cast because she plays so many different characters. Now, they're not the most different characters ever, but she's got it like that with like 5 or 6 characters at this point. Poncho pulling out that Zato. So I wasn't lying, though. Poncho, we know for that Zato. Definitely got a lot of love in the most recent patch. But even before then, I mean, Poncho, when we were thinking Zato was bottom in the game and throughout most of Season 3, Poncho was still cooking out here in these lines. I think winning TNSs and such. Don't have to fact check me on that one. Until then, Nan Nan going through with this combo. Poncho spends that burst back. I love that PRC to try to stay forward here, but Poncho was already active with the 5P, right? Already jabbing back Nan Nan, who has such high APM. She wants to keep that pressure up, but it's going to be Poncho taking advantage of you here. Good stuff. Going through the wall. Nan Nan does get her burst here. Poncho with that super, possibly trying to avoid trying to give Nan Nan back as much burst as possible, but she does get it. She does get a chance to use it. Poncho getting some good mix here with that break the law. It's going to be getting out of the corner, blocking the DP, and then putting Nan Nan back down on the ground. What's the mix? It's the re-jump multiple times. Great defense here from Nan Nan, not faltering at the sight of that. Dude, honestly, her defense in general has been amazing. You can't block forever, though. 5D does eventually connect, and Poncho does send Nan Nan through. She does have 50 tension. No Super Creek uppies today. Poncho said, we're not playing Goo Goo Babies. There's no time. Poncho said 2% chance of failure. Failure. Also, you have the tire debuff now. Oh, I never. Oh my God, guys. You know what's so funny? I queued up the prediction and this never hit start. I'm looking at my Twitch like stream manager. It says who will win? Nan Nan Poncho. Well, I may as well start it now, huh? We're 1-1. I started the prediction. Poncho and Nan Nan were 1-1. We're back and forth. Nan Nan, of course, getting that first game. Poncho on the HC. Swapping to the Zato. Still a close match, but the Zato comes out on top. Who are your votes for? If you're watching the VOD and you're saying, what the hell are they talking about? Twitch.tv/itsjeek would love to have you. Go ahead and come on over, drop a follow, catch us live Fridays at 8 p.m. EST. And if you're watching Twitch and you haven't checked out the VODs, !YouTube, appreciate any subs, likes, comments, all that shit actually helps so much. So thank you very much. Poncho saying thank you very much indeed. We're getting a perfect here in this first round against Nan Nan. Burst is even here on both sides. Nan Nan gets an overhead here to start things off. Poncho spending that burst back to get a second to breathe. But the DPs are coming out here. No stamina left on the side of Nan Nan, so that whiff throw not kept safe with tension either. No resources to spend here quite yet. Poncho gets you with that multiple overheads. And I love that. Using Eddie to keep the pressure up, keep the combo going, while also threatening that burst bait as well. Pays off for Poncho and seals them out this second round here. Still not enough to take game 3 on a pixel. Nan Nan could get something started, but no, Poncho with some tricky RC approaches there was able to drift up, see that Nan Nan had represented that deflect shield, wait it out, get the throw. Great stuff. Poncho was crafting some good Oki here. I wonder what that actually 2 HP RC drift forward. I don't know my Zato inputs. Maybe that was supposed to be like a special move PRC of some kind. Maybe we didn't actually expect the 2H. I'm assuming that's what that was. 2H? Zato players would have to tell me. But until then, hey, we take those. All right, guys. 90% of the votes were on Poncho. 10% to Nan Nan. She already has one game under her belt. You can win a game, you can win a set. But Poncho not going to make it easy. 2H counter hit keeping you here in the corner. Whoa, that was a cool one. Did we link another 2H after? That must have been a counter hit only combo. Poncho showing you a cool trick there, sending Nan Nan through. Nice. Nan Nan being explosive right back. Tyrant Barrel gets us this hard knockdown. Throwing you through here. A lot of bursts on each side. But Nan Nan so quick to explode with that Tyrant Barrel. Using her tension, despite Poncho building up that burst, was able to close out that round. Poncho still here on set point, baiting out Nan Nan's burst and still getting this positive bonus against her. Not in a great spot. We do have full stamina if we can just get full screen, but with that hard knockdown and this Eddie approach, Poncho is not going to make that possible. Looping that positive bonus, looping that hard knockdown. Nan Nan with that full stamina with no chance to spend it, and she'll get no chance, at least not on this winner side. Poncho is going to be moving on to winners finals with a perfect. We're chugging along, guys, in this top 8 bracket. Excuse me, Jesus. We're on the loser side. We got Lasagna Slayer up against Itistoday. Now, we saw Itistoday earlier on stream. We're going to be coming up with this Slayer here. I need the gamble, Jeek. Good call. Start prediction. Who will win? Good call. It is today or Lasagna. There you go. Okay, start prediction. 1 minute. There you go. Prediction started. Okay. So your information is that the Slayer is going down a round, but guys, what does that tell you? What does that actually tell you, though? Because this Slayer is so explosive back. We'll have to see. I've seen enough nerf Zato. I appreciate it. Hey, guys, thank you very much, Red, for that follow. For that raid, excuse me. Appreciate you, homie. And appreciate you coming in, Raiders. I know Nan Nan's, she's still in that bracket, so she's going to be here for a minute. Techno Robert, thank you for that follow, homie.
Nice RC here from Lasagna Slayer. It is today. Holding on to that burst for the very last moment, and that's going to be your downfall. And holy shit, guys, do you see the prize pool? Holy shit. Is that right? Yo, Scary, you're crazy, Scary. You're awesome. Okay, guys, Scary said I'm so high on life right now. Let top 8 be a bloodbath with 100 fat ones there in the prize pool. That's 150 total from Scary, bro. Guys, if you're not aware, if you're watching Go Through Your Strive for the first time somehow, you're watching Jeekly for the first time, you're watching online Strive, ScaryEsq puts this game on their backs. I'm gonna keep it a buck. So thank you very much, Scary. We all appreciate you, homie. Sit back and relax, enjoy the show, and we see what we got. El Macho said the one day I don't join. Man, that's the thing about the Jeekly, bro, is that we start off at $50, right? Which is already, I mean, that's a good amount of money, right? You guys appreciate that? That's a good amount of money, right? But you don't know how big it's going to get. You know what I mean? And that's kind of cool. I kind of like that about our bracket. You know what I mean? Like, there's that, you know, so I'm going to keep it a buck. Sometimes we got $50 nights all the time. And that's completely fine. That's Daisuke's vision, right? That's how we used to run it, $50 every time, man. But sometimes it's more, and sometimes it's a lot more. Oh my god, dude, it is today. With an amazing wall stick there. That PB trade from downtown and a nice 2D counter hit as well. Lasagna spending that burst, but it is today was ready with the bait. I like that routing. Gets the universe potential afterwards. Lasagna not getting hit yet, but that 5D is the mix. Ready with the super map a hunch after. With that fast pile bunker RC, it is today. Is able to get game 2 with a perfect. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and see what the votes look like here in just a second. Yo, Adamantine, thank you for that exclamation point Matcherino reminder, guys. If you haven't already claimed those codes, make sure you do. Big shout outs to Scary for making these contributions that, you know, get them as big as it is already. And reminder, this goes straight to the players. So, but so thank you that we're already up that you know, that high, and you guys can claim the codes for free as well. Every 4 codes you claim as $1 in the prize pool, and we got 30 left, right? So we got enough viewers at this point to where there's got to be 30 of y'all that haven't claimed one yet, right? So if you don't mind claiming one, we really appreciate you, and I see them getting claimed right now, so thank you. Oh man, Lasagna Slayer saying thank you very much for that one as well, guys. I know last thing I'll say about the prize pool, I know I've been talking about it like nonstop. At $200, the prize split gets upgraded to 4th place. So if you get 4th in this bracket, you still get paid out, which is an awesome perk to that as well. So bigger prize split, everyone gets a chance to eat. Man, the codes are getting claimed like crazy. Y'all are actually awesome. Thank you so much. We're halfway done, I think, now. And I saw you in the chat, by the way, earlier, Kribby. What's going on, homie? What's going on, Kribby? How you living at El Macho, Adamantine, Scary? How you guys all feeling? Medikits in here? Oh, dude, Lasagna tried to link off of that 5K, but was able to recover fast enough to punish that YRC. Lasagna Slayer able to close out game 3 using that drone to just get Itistoday a little jumpy, right? And like that's not necessarily Itistoday's downfall doing that first jump. In fact, it got you out of the drone, right? But Lasagna Slayer just wanted to get you out of a spot where you weren't comfortable anymore, right? You're thinking about getting away from the drone. You're not already thinking about when you land what Lasagna Slayer is going to threaten you with, right? So just that drone, spending that 50 security, just enough to get Itistoday to wipe their brain for a second. You know what I mean? That can be enough to close out the round. And what's going on, Mika-chan? I see you, homie. How you feeling? Mika-chan, we had Under Night at the Jeekly offline. Were you there? I'm sorry if you were there. But if you weren't, we had Under Night. And if you were there, awesome. Oh, nice stuff. Good BTs here from Lasagna Slayer trying to speed run this last round, getting a perfect. Now, both of these characters back and forth can be explosive, right? I mean, look at Itistoday. Oh, but an aggressive Master's Hammer attempt. Lasagna Slayer actually got you with the anti-air BT. That was a really cool option.
scooping you back with that level 2 security, able to get the wall splat and the super after, bro. Lasagna Slayer cashing out fully with our resources, the positive bonus, replenishing some of them back for us. But Itistoday so quickly already fighting back, got the universe applied. Here it is coming out. Lasagna could potentially, yeah, does get the burst and that burn it down to follow up. A quick red RC from Itistoday. Oh my god, Itistoday tried to go for a hit early wall splat pile bunker to possibly break the wall. Lasagna Slayer. Lasagna does get out of that situation. Oh my god, great stuff. Calling out the drone call with 2H, closing the distance with Mappa Hunch. That was some crazy aggression there from Itistoday, making some quick decisions and not very much time. And you couldn't make any mistakes. That was actually insane from Itistoday. But Lasagna Slayer is still the one on set point here on this Goldlewis, threatening winning this set to keep moving on this loser side of the bracket. Reminder, if you lose now, this is it for your bracket run. And that counter hit BT from Lasagna Slayer is going to be the end here for Itistoday. Great stuff here, Lasagna Slayer. Moving on with this Goldlewis on the loser side.
Flowedup up against CloverDragon. Now, I was joking between the matches, but unironically, CloverDragon, have we played before? I want to say we played in like a Paragon bracket once or something, but maybe I'm just misremembering. I played against some cracked Millias, so you're up here in Jeekly top 8. I'm thinking, hey, you're probably pretty cracked, but you got to get through Flowedup here. Having Flowedup just barely winning it over Red Eye Knock to qualify to this top 8 loser side of the bracket. Now, the cool thing about the prize pool today is that even the 4th place gets you paid out. So on the loser side of the bracket, there's still a very realistic chance you get some money today. You just got to win 2 games, including the one you're in right now. So Flowedup and CloverDragon still very much contestants in this prize pool, just like anyone else. This ABBA clapping back a bit. Millia had a great start. CloverDragon, unfortunately, wasn't able to close out that round, and Flowedup, with both players keeping our burst, I think the entire time. Did either player even spend burst? CloverDragon getting a 6H here. Flowedup spending a burst to get some distance back. We got that install, and we're trying to chase it down with that 2S. Nice 5K after, but Clover was ready with our burst. Nan Nan in the chat said, yo, money? Shit, I'm playing Ram. I want to win. That's funny. I mean, hey, Nan Nan's unique. She's got like multiple characters like that. So if you think the Ram's gonna get you the money, then go ahead. Now, these players still got to win 2 matches if they're going to get paid out tonight. Now, hopefully y'all are having fun regardless, but if you can have fun and get paid, sheesh. So that looks like that hype train is over. Thank you very much, Master Shake, for that 5-bomb, homie. That was very generous of you. Appreciative of you, man. Look at that. Flowedup getting this first game here with that ABBA, man. We've been seeing interesting characters and a plethora of them. It feels like we had 2 Slayers in top 8. It wasn't 2 ABBAs in top 8, but we've seen 2 ABBAs tonight, if I'm not mistaken. We were able to see the Axel earlier today. We were able to see an Asuka today. Dude, we've been seeing some really cool characters, I think, in terms of what you normally see around here. So, I mean, that's awesome stuff. I mean, that's just the ebb and flow of the game, you know. Some players get strong on, strong 1 month, strong another month, and then all of a sudden you're introduced to new matchups. Maybe you're caught blindsided, so a bunch of ABBAs start top 8ing, or a bunch of Millias start top 8ing, and then people start learning the matchups, and then it goes back and forth, right? So it's cool. And right now we're apparently in like a Slayer ABBA wave, at least here at the Jeekly it feels like that, and Millia as well. A lot of Millias. CloverDragon definitely looking strong here on this Millia. Gonna be that air dash JH the same side to get that hit against Flowedup, and I love that. Simple conversion to close out this round. Clover still has our burst in our back pocket. And guys, Flowedup with 17,000 votes from 6 people. 17,000 points from 6 people. No one voted for CloverDragon. So if Flowedup loses, that's 17,000 points burned to the ether. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I forgot to vote. What's going on, Ant? You're still here, homie? What's going on? Sometimes I stream hop. You guys do the same thing?
I'll have a bracket up, and I'll like maybe watch a match or two, if that, and then I'll stream hop. I'll go watch their point of view after. Like, I want to see them salty or something. Great stuff, CloverDragon, by the way. Closing out that game too. Like, I don't know, like, not because I'm like, I'm not just like a shithead or something, but like, it's just interesting seeing like how people like talk about the matchup after they lose and stuff, and like try to get like their perspective on stuff, or sometimes it's just funny. I love going to Walter's stream, bro. I love going to Walter's stream after he plays Goldlewis. It's awesome. It's awesome. And I'm not like, and I think Walter's cool. I love Walter, but it's just, there's just something funny. I gotta admit, something funny being in this stream when he's playing against Goldlewis, bro. Okay, guys, we're evened up here. Clover against Flowedup, man. Flowedup with an explosive first game. Clover taking that second one here. And that's got to be some of the most patient Millia play I've seen in a minute, huh? I mean, look how patient Clover was. It was only just a moment of just stalling out, just walking back, seeing what Flowedup wanted to do. But you can kind of afford to do that against a character like Ado when you're Millia, because, she's not really gaining anything until she starts, like, carrying your stuff and starts, like, playing the game with you. So, like, you can actually, like, sit mid-screen with her, and you still have the speed and the reaction times to get around her, which is in the baby form, of course. Trying to go for that 4-framer, but getting bursted back here. Clover going to try to execute out this Estes combo. It's not going to be enough to kill you. Maybe, I'm not a Millia player. Maybe you could have red RC'd that hair car there. I don't know, but you were so far away, it probably would have been hard to even catch up after. But Clover said, hey, ain't nothing but a thing. You got that 2D OTG to close it out. Still looking good here, guys. Look at how awesome that prize pool is. And so I found a St. Deal on Dr. Pepper, so I carried 60 cans of it home. That's actually crazy, Ant. And what, do you live in a city or something? You can't just throw that in the hatchback. You probably walk to the grocery store or something. That's crazy. Found the St. Deal on Dr. Pepper. I'd be coming back. I'd like buy them and I'd be like, hey, can you hold on to these? But hey, I respect that. It was 60 cans for $20. That's like insane, right? Hold on. That's like what 12 packs used to cost. You know what's actually depressing about that, Ant? Is that I remember back in like even like 2013, 2014, like you could go to Target and it was like 3 for $12, 12 packs of soda. So like you could get 36 cans for $12, and I think that maths out to be like what your deal was. But what's so sad is that just used to be the price. Like that's like a deal that I'm excited about, but that's just what they used to be. Isn't that sad? Clover saying, Jeek, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, homie, but I am red RCing, trying to bait out this burst, did not commit fully to the bait. So Flowedup gets a chance to attack back here. Clover getting... Oh! Did you guys bet on the double KO? We're talking about putting it all in red, putting it all in black. Y'all bet on the double KO? No one bet on that one, huh? Oh my God. Should have timed. Ant said should have timed out. That's actually funny. You guys got to look back at the VOD and see if like there's like a timeout situation. Those are they're very rare, man. They're hard to come by. So I don't blame you for recognizing. Like it's hard to recognize to go for them because they're so rare. I mean, even the double KO is rare. Nice jab conversion there from Flowedup. He's gonna break the wall with 2H, and I like that. We're still able to get our uninstall, reinstall. So we get a bunch of JR here. We get that hard knockdown regardless, and 50 tension. It's gonna be the cross up. CloverDragon, I don't know if we will get our burst here to even get a chance to... That was so tricky. What the hell was that? It looked like it was super PRC into immediate overhead there from Flowedup. Wow. Lasagna said evil American reset. So said what a save. Nan Nan said beat this demon and my life is yours. Yeah, I guess let's look at the bracket, huh? So, guys, we're, of course, watching Flowedup and CloverDragon. This is our last match of Losers Round 1 before we go to Losers Quarterfinals. If you guys can hear me, insert Lasagna Slayer. Y'all will be next, okay? Anyway, so the winner of this match between Flowedup and CloverDragon, of course, Flowedup is up 2-1 right now. We'll have to play against Nan Nan later on stream. So it sounds like maybe Nan Nan has some preference and who she faces today. But, I mean, these players aren't even thinking about that yet. They're still trying to get through this set, right? Flowedup can't count your blessings quite yet because you still got one more game here, and Millia can be a robbery character as well. May not be as explosive as Abba in terms of how she robs you, but can rob you nonetheless. You guessed wrong one too many times against Millia, and you're going to have a bad day. But Flowedup saying, hey, okay, well, I'm not going to put myself in any bad spots. Just going to play it safe here. Of course, when you do get the JR, you try to cash out. And in that attempt, Clover gets a chance to play here. That D install comes out, so no JR on the side here of Flowedup. Fast RC. Try to get the 2S link after. Unfortunate stuff. Couldn't keep the combo going, but with that hop kick, you do get your link. The D install means no. Oh, I was going to say no combo, but Flowedup still was able to get the OTG hop kick, closing it out, bro. Chrome said no, Flowedup is literally a Smurf. Smurfs deserve to lose. Wait, literally? That's Papa Smurf? That's why the blue wall? Oh, you're trolling. What the fuck? You're stupid, Chrome. That's so funny. Then he's saying, oh, god damn it. Okay, here we go. Nice 2S counter hit here. Load up with 100 tension, man. Nice 5P. It's actually just Stank Boys. Yo, dude, not a Stank Boys fucking reference, bro. I love Stank Boys stream, bro. I don't even know if Stank Boy knows who the fuck I am, but I watch his stream all the time, I feel like. Because he streams in the morning time and I work from home. And dude, he is always just fucking blazed out of his mind playing Guilty Gear. I fucking love his streams. I lurk like crazy. I don't really type or anything. But shout out to Stank Boys. If I'm thinking of the right person, but anyways. Okay. We're trying to get out of the corner. Oh wow, that was some pretty tricky blocks there from Flowedup. We're getting thrown here. Oh wow, that was a tricky one. That forward jump JS is a nasty setup from Clover. We're gonna take this one to game 5. Okay, so let me make sure I got my bracket still reported and stuff, okay? So, of course, we saw Con Poncho. Big shouts to them. They were flexible, and they already played their match earlier, so I got the score for that. I'm going to submit the result here. So, we got some... We're going to be on loser side for the rest of the night tonight, but, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's, you know, in fact, it makes things convenient. We're just going to be here on this loser side, being able to crank things out back to back to back. Nice counter hit here from Flowedup. Trying to jump over Clover. Spending our burst to try to get some chance to breathe, but with that D install as well, it puts you in a weird spot, right? It's kind of hard to play here. We do get a chance to breathe. It's going to be a nice 2S here. I like how, I just think that Abba 2S is such a cool normal in general. I love when some of these high-level players are able to find good uses for it, especially, of course, the, you know, a great anti-air. A very niche anti-air, but a great one when you know where to place it. Flowedup able to go into this full JR super, but still not enough to kill even against Millia. Now, you're not in a terrible spot because even Chip could potentially kill at this point. So even though you're in Baby Abba, you could just maybe clip CloverDragon with just one trade hit at this point could be all you need. But we did already see one double KO in this set. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another, but not today. It's going to be that 2S I was just talking about earlier ago, right? Flowedup, pulling it out, putting us on set point. Here we go, Flowed. Trying to be active with that far slash. Mika Chan saying, I still hope Abba loses. That's crazy. That is pure, you know, that is legendary hater material. I love that. That's actually almost inspiring. Like, you're a hater beyond no other. And I respect that. CloverDragon bringing us to the very last round with an explosive, perfect, guys. This has been an awesome losers round 1 match. Both these players making it to this top 8 side. You don't want to go home already, but one of them has to, man. The burst gets some distance back here, trying to close some distance with Capel. The JH connects. Clover being patient here. Unfortunate stuff here, right? Because you probably want to keep the ABBA in the corner, but you'll take this combo regardless. Flowedup does have tension to spend and does so in the 2K 2D gap. Isn't there a 1 frame gap there? Do you guys know? But there was a gap that CloverDragon allowed at least, and Flowedup went for the super. And now we're looking good here on this ABBA, man. Only needs one more interaction to close it out. With that overdrive, with this hard knockdown, Flowedup trying to keep the pressure going despite the deflect shield. Catches you with 2D, and that's going to be the set. Flowedup moving on in this ABBA. Here we go, guys. It's Insert up against Lasagna Slayer. Let me get this overlay ready for you. Insert going to hit this wall break to start us off. Great stuff. Already cashing out with that Wild Assault, and that's what you have to do with Season 4 Wild Assault. You have to be ready to get those counter hits, or just straight hit confirms in general, and turning them into wall breaks if you're going to use it for that option. Lasagna Slayer, of course, does have the White Wild Assault for their defensive mechanic, but I mean, doesn't get a chance to spend any defensive mechanic when you're stuck here in this Mei combo. Of course, you still have the burst in your back pocket, a full blue bar to spend. Insert about to get his back as well. You're always in a great spot when you already have the round lead and you have that burst as well. So even if Lasagna Slayer gets a stray hit here, it could still be a bad spot. Insert could still get a chance to breathe. It's going to be that PRC after that counter hit to keep this combo going. Lasagna hasn't spent that burst yet. Dude, at this point, with that Wild Assault, Insert almost not giving you a chance to try to spend it. Finally getting a chance to get in here. Nice stuff. Down with the system. You got this big guy jumping in your face. I don't blame you. Giving a lot of respect here. No! What a crazy finisher to that round, bro. Lasagna Slayer coming alive here in the latter half of this round with some strong stuff, with these throws, with that drone following you up. But Insert in the scramble was ready with that far slash, and I don't blame you for throwing that one out there, because there's probably not a world where Lasagna Slayer can necessarily kill you from there, and you have such little HP to get through. Even the trade hit is in your favor, right? So Insert going to be moving on with that first game. Now, reminder, we still got to get the first of 3. It's first of 3 the whole night. Guys, I won't lie to you. I got a bunch of trading cards, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, on my desk, and when the match started, I spilt them everywhere all over my keyboard. Oh my god, great burst bait there from Lasagna Slayer. Chasing down Mei here, but nice stuff. With that counter hit, we get this Goldlewis thrown back into the corner. These Dolphins jail you down, and the low connects. Going to that immediate overdrive, we get a hard knockdown after. Insert being very aggressive here on this Mei. 2D gets answered with the burst. Lasagna Slayer gets a chance to spend some tension, but Insert was already ready to come back with his own. Nice stuff, man. You can't get too comfortable against this Mei trying to go for your drones, trying to go for your supers, because that S-Dolphin Red RC can be enough to take you out. We're looking good with these BTs, though. That pressure was insane from Lasagna Slayer, locking down Mei, not letting Insert have a chance to get out of that corner. The 5E was the mix, and we were closing out the round. It was looking like a Mei round there for a second, but this Goldlewis getting one BT knockdown, that's all we needed. You enjoyed Yu-Gi-Oh, Jeek? Yeah, Flowedup. So admittedly, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a minute. Offline in paper. My last local I went to for Yu-Gi-Oh was, I think, in like early 24. So it's been a minute. I'm not gonna lie to you. Great stuff here from Lasagna Slayer. Gonna be able to take us down with the system, closing out this second game in a very deciding fashion here on the Goldlewis, man. Insert having a strong start, of course, getting the first game and also playing very well in that first round. But this Goldlewis had something to say about it. Yeah, Flowedup. The last deck I played in paper was I played Labyrinth, but it was right when Butler just came out. You guys remember the set that Butler just came out for Labyrinth? That was the last deck I played. And I played like right before Snake Eyes. I think Snake Eyes like had just came out. The last format I played in was like I was playing Labyrinth against Naturia Runic, and I did want to play a Satellar Knight deck because Satellar Knight had just got its support, and I built some broken shit with that Satellar Knight deck. But Appaloosa and Isold all got banned around the same time, so it kind of like, killed my game plan. For the better of the game, So then I took a break. I still have all my physical cards and I still collect and stuff. But all right, guys, we're playing some Strive out here. Oh man, dude, Lasagna climbing back here on this Goldlewis, being so explosive with these BTs, bro. We're trying to speed run some of these latter rounds here. Insert can cook. We got some strong stuff here on this May. We're really good at conditioning our opponents. We're able to get these S Dolphins. We're able to cash out on those red RCs when we get the hit. But Lasagna Slayer not giving you a chance to get in that position in the first place. Nice recognition to try to get that burst out in time against that BT. Lasagna Slayer cashing out 2 security. Still was almost enough to kill. Not only did you have to guess high-low on that BT, or at least react to it, but then you also had to FD it out. And I did think I did see the FD from Insert, but maybe didn't cover the toes and went down that round. Lasagna Slayer with a quick one here to take that game 3, getting 2 here on the board. We're going to the last one here potentially if Lasagna Slayer is the people's champion, this Goldlewis. But guys, Insert coming in here on this May in his first ever Jeekly top 8, getting 2nd place. This could be the one where you win the whole thing, but you gotta get through Lasagna Slayer first. And Lasagna Slayer, definitely a many-time top 8er here at the Jeekly. By the numbers, more than some of the other players here. So definitely, by seniority, is definitely about time to try to get up in that grand finals, huh? Definitely, this is the run. I'm gonna keep it a buck, guys. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You can actually more bracket yourself. I'm gonna say the elephant in the room. Jack did not enter. Red I'm Not unfortunately got upset. So that means that there is going to be a new Jeekly Grand Finalist tonight for sure. Just who is it going to be? This is the bracket of the ages, bro. We got $207 in the prize pool. We got people claiming codes. We got everybody hanging out with the good vibes. Insert here with a strong round. The overhead connects. Insert spends that burst. Doesn't want to let Lasagna have any chance with those plus frames with that combo. But we're still pulling up on this Goldlewis. I like the fast RC to jail Insert into this corner. We're about to get 2 security. We have 50 tension on the PRC. That's a dead May. And this is a Goldlewis on set point. Yeah, Jack did enter. Unfortunately, he had the DQ. We're sorry to have him. We're sorry to not have him tonight. Always love having Jack around here. I'm calling it like it is. Always wins it, right? So the bracket that he's not in, everyone's looking at that grand final saying, hey, that could be me. If it wasn't going to be the week that Jack was here, it's going to be this week. Nice far slash there from Insert, but the counter hit. The red RC after Lasagna Slayer committing to the bait. Insert having the burst, but just no real chance to spend it. This Goldlewis moves on. Duel 1, let's rock. It's going to be Flowedup up against Nan Nan here. Let me get those names swapped for you. Of course, Nan Nan been playing on that Sin all night with that Super Creek uppies. Going to be coming up against Flowedup here. Now, Flowedup, awesome stuff here on the ABBA. Been playing very impressive tonight. We're going to see how they do. Guys, real quick, a couple things to shout out. First off, you have to vote right now for who you think is going to win. Vote in the Twitch channel right now. Vote right now. Nan Nan or Flowedup. Who's going to win between Nan Nan or Flowedup? You got, I think, like a minute or 30 seconds to get your votes in, so get those in. And then also the mods right now shouting out the Matcherino codes. If you guys could claim the codes, please go ahead and claim those codes. Oh, yeah, Lasagna, did you miss the chat? You got to look back at the VOD. I was talking through your match, and apologies that I was, but about Yu-Gi-Oh! So if you want some Yu-Gi-Oh! Lore. But what's going to Master Jake? Thanks for the gifted earlier, by the way, homie. Guys, we're going through this set already. That D install here from Flowedup, but with 100 tension on her side, this key grab could still be enough to kill. It's going to be that overdrive cancel after. Master Shake saying, I support the Sin. Well, you're going to have to support the Sin in the next round. Nan Nan, of course, a very strong Sin player. And look how close that round was, right? But ABBA, that's the robbery character for you. All right, now votes are in, guys. 76% of the votes are on Flowedup. I'm going to say the Say Jam line. 76% of the votes are on Flowedup. 24% of the votes are on Nan Nan. Is that how he says it? You guys like my Say Jam impression? Nice stuff here. Now, Nan Nan will have her 50 tension and is getting some of this stamina back. I could see her... well, nice counter hit there from Flowedup. I was about to say, I could see the universe where Nan Nan comes back that round because she had the stamina churning up for herself. She was using it for the raw step forward, was about to have 50 tension to fight back with, actually more than that, almost 100 tension. But I wonder if Flowedup was actually already recognizing something like that and was just trying to be preemptive right back with the 5H. I mean, of course, that's just like, that's one of those buttons you just can't go wrong with in the first place anyways, right? Nan Nan saying Auxilio. What does that mean? What does Auxilio mean? Help. Con saying help. Uh-oh. Pick Rambro? Uh-oh. Dude, are people without disrespect to Flow, are people like rooting against the ABBA? Like, yo, I do not want to play against this ABBA. Like, please, yo, we gotta knock out Flowedup. And if anything, if I'm Flowedup, I'd be wearing that on my, how do I, what's the phrase? I'd be proud of that. Be like, yo, yeah, I'm scaring up the bracket right now on this ABBA. I'm the dark horse right now. I'm taking out the favorites. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Unfortunately, missing that meaty closeout. That was a weird interaction, but using the BRT to keep it safe after. Flowedup was going to keep that corner, but Nan Nan was ready with her DP. I love that tech there from Flowedup, reacting to that throw attempt from Nan Nan. Spending the burst, feeling like we're going to win this round. I mean, honestly, it is ABBA, bro, but getting a little too low there on JR. Even if you did get a couple hits in, Nan Nan, a little too healthy, was able to close out that round. Oh, wow. Now, she did have to spend all of her stamina, but does get this wall break positive bonus. I like the 5P just as just a, nothing too impressive, but at least you're putting the ABBA in the corner. Flowedup is able to get a hit, able to get that install, but the back throw from Nan Nan is going to slow things down a bit. Look at that JR slowly puttering away, while Flowedup will have tension here on the other side. Keeps that Rekka low safe with PRC. Nan Nan spending her burst back. Flowedup will have burst as well, but no JR or tension to play with. So Nan Nan keeping that stamina high, using this tension creatively, sparingly. Oh, that's mixed. Flowedup trying to backdash out of that meaty. Nan Nan not able to get the kill quite yet, and Flowedup in that time has built up some meter here, built up some JR as well. And still in a great spot. It's going to be that low red RC, but no, Flowedup actually able to still burst out, in a very spaghetti ending to the set there. Looked like Flowedup was trying to represent run up Don's side. Nan Nan trying to dash to the other side. I don't know. It got crazy, but with so little HP left there at the end, it was just the boot, that 2K from Nan Nan in the scramble to close it out to bring us to game 2, game 3. It, as they say, might be nice with it. Oh, because Nan Nan said, I'm nice. Nan Nan, okay, all right. A little cocky there, winning a match and coming to Twitch chat. A little bit of hee-ho coming out in you. Okay, here we go. Okay, guys. All right, guys, we got some Nan Nan fans. We got some Flowedup fans. I'm having fun. Oh, we totally trolled you, Master Shake. I'm so sorry, homie. He said, I fucked up. I just voted right side. I didn't read who was what. Yeah, on Twitch, we did have them flipped. I'm sorry. You know what's funny about that is that Medikit, he tries to like keep them on the right side. And I even jokingly one time was like, oh, you're trying to keep them on the right side? And he's like, yeah, of course. Or maybe I'm mixing them up with Anchor Prince. But point is that you can blame me for that one. Oh, wow. Great air throw and tech there from Nan Nan and Flowedup, respectively. We're going to go into that RTL. Take this ABBA through the wall on the other side. Guys, Nan Nan with that last game in a great spot. She's going to use the Swallow Assault to get that counter hit after. Nice stuff. Tyrant Rave. Burst on the side of Flowedup. We've seen some surprising bursts from Flowedup, but nothing that was going to be as surprising as a burst right there. So wisely holding on to it. And then getting a perfect in that last round, but a delayed perfect, right? A slow perfect. Guys, I see the prize pool is already up to $208. Big shout out to ScaryEsq for those massive contributions. And for y'all claiming the codes, we only got 20 left. So if you didn't mind claiming some of those Match Arena codes, I think we got some of y'all in here that may have not claimed them. It's free to do. Click on the link and see for yourself. It's free to do. Adds 25 cents in the pot, and it goes straight to your players. I can't stress that enough. So thank you very much. Nice stuff here. Nan Nan going for an air dash, meaty jump in here on Flowedup, blocking it out here on this ABBA, getting burst baited. Nice stuff with this Tyrant Rave. Flowedup will have 50 touch from this other side, but Nan Nan chasing down with that safe jab. I like that backdash BRC. Definitely very creative here on the ABBA, not just keeping it simple, trying to be creative against Nan Nan. You got to do so if you're going to come back here. Didn't get that follow-up, unfortunately. Using the Wild Assault to keep the combo going. Again, scrambly again. But Nan Nan, I was complimenting her on this earlier. She is, I mean, she's just a net play warrior, bro. And I mean that as a compliment. She, like, if you're in the scrambly situation, if you're in the spot where you need to steal frames, you need to mash 2K on your wake up, you need to, you need to press on hit sometimes. Like, I don't know. She knows how to fight in the alleys. You hear me? Like, she can get tough out there. She can fight in the alleys. You feel me? In the back streets, bro. She's going to fight dirty. She's going to beat you up for it. She's quick out here in the net play brackets, but Flowedup going to block out that burst, trying to keep that pressure up, and Nan Nan gets a chance to burst. DP out of that corner. A reversal super here from Flowedup will slow things down a bit. But Nan Nan, unfortunately, trying to go for that raw step, I believe it was. Flowedup was already representing the Dainsleif and was sending her through. Guys, reminder on those votes here in the Twitch chat. 76% of the votes on Flowedup, 24% on Nan Nan. Master Shake technically wanted Nan Nan to win, but accidentally voted for Flowedup, but that's on me. So a little confusing there. You guys keeping score? Nice 2S. And I love using the command dash after the pull up and keep that combo going. Flowedup is going to try to manage that JR to the best of their ability. Nan Nan going to try to close in the distance with that fast RC. But Flowedup gets a chance to fight back. And with a little bit of JR, gets the de-install just in time. It wasn't forced, so you're able to spare some of that meter. But a deep jump in there from Nan Nan. Oh my god, I had to shut up for that one. Nan Nan bringing you across the screen with the JPs. This ABBA here blocking out those overheads. The throw getting jumped over, Flowedup. Representing the Dainsleif, the call out that DP, canceling into the tentacles. That's going to be ABBA evening up the games. No combos, nothing but P, just straight ass. There was a JK. There is a JK at the end of that. Yo, shouts to the Abalings. We got King Koa, I see. Or Queen Koa, excuse me. We got Queen Koa. We got Jazz Minx. Where are my Abalings? Where are my Abalings? Of course, we got Medi. I mean, y'all, we got fans of both sides. Flowedup and Nan Nan. Scary saying boo. It says King. Queen Koa, don't you go by Queen Koa now, though? Or am I getting you mixed up with someone else? I'm sorry if I'm wrong on that. Don't you go by Queen Koa? Am I right on that? I think you do, right? I guess correct me if I'm wrong. My bad. All right, here we go. Trying to go for that low afterwards, but the fast RC keeps that pressure going. Nice throw here, 100 tension. Nan Nan spends that burst, and with her 100 tension, is going to use these JPs to try to show Flowedup the spirit and love and embrace of those Super Creek uppies. Flowedup saying no goo-goo babies today. Don's eyeing you back. Trainer, can we play goo-goo babies? Trainer, son. Goo-goo babies gambate! Set point here for Nan Nan. Float up. Oh my god, Nan Nan blocked that cross up. That's fucking crazy. But the throw bait comes out. Float up. Gonna send you through with that de-install. Combo theory strikes again.
That's so fun. That is actually insane that we're still referencing that.
Oh! 6P clash cancel the super! You're fucking nuts! Nan Nan is so crazy. Oh my god. Okay, still a great spot here for the ABBA though. Nan Nan still being explosive. Another Tyrant Barrel to loop that hard knockdown positive bonus. Oh my god, Nan Nan. Oh my god, she could win the tournament here, but Float up with so many resources. And I said tournament. Sorry guys, I got so excited. I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited here. I'm sorry. This is still only, of course, losers quarterfinals. I'm sorry. I'm just getting so excited. We're going to the last round here. Okay, let me take a breath here. Okay, Nan Nan representing a lot of 6Ps here. And that, I mean, a great button here if you're fighting in the scramble. Doesn't matter who you're against, even ABBA. But a nice command dash forward, getting through that beak driver. Nan Nan been doing a good job all night tonight finding those gaps here. Flowedup gonna be stuck in the corner. Nice stuff with that red RC, trying to bait that burst, but Flowedup not falling for it yet. Going to spend it right there. Great stuff. The 6P clash cancel, trying to go for the wild assault after. Nice jump in here from Flowedup. Nan Nan blocking it out a bit. The overhead links in the 5K, still not a bad spot for this Sin here. Flowedup trying to come back to try to get this win here to move on. And this loser side of the bracket gets another throw bait for their trouble. Nan Nan on the other side of the wall with burst and 50 tension, but Flowedup with full JR here. Being patient, waiting back here. Tries to get a 2S on that 6P. What happened? Why didn't we get the anti-air? I'm not sure. The 2P in the scramble. Nan Nan trying to keep it going. PRC back on that reversal super. Jumping over the hop kick and the throw in the scramble. Nan Nan and an explosive, awesome, close set finishes it off 3-2 and a last hit situation. Here we go, guys. Duel 1, let's rock. We got Chizuru, Ichinose, Poncho, a Rent-A-Girlfriend enjoyer out here, up against Khan. We got Slayer v Zato. Now, Khan definitely, I mean, I'm going to keep it a buck. Khan probably surprised us with how far we're up in this bracket on this winner side, at least in terms of before we saw them today. But now, I wouldn't be surprised if Khan won this whole thing. How strong have they been? The upset matches that they've won today, the performances they put on stream against their opponents. But you got to get through Poncho if you're going to get to that grand finals. And Poncho, no slouch out here. Showing us the HC earlier, but swapping to the Zato, had a much stronger set after doing so. And already committing to the Zato in this round, having a strong start right back. Khan is going to get our burst here, spending it here to take out that Eddie, get a chance to breathe, but that Eddie is already back. Big shouts to that one burst change where, like, when you get your Eddie bursted, you don't lose all the meter for it, right? Nice block on that break the law, but your blocks were too good. Poncho sniffing you out, gets that command grab and the fast RC to get that Oki after as well. Damn it, the prediction. Oh my god, the prediction. Okay, hey, in my defense, I had different players for the prediction, okay? But hey, you guys wanna vote? Here we go. So to make it fair, we'll wait for the match to end. Okay. So the match ended there. Strong stuff to Poncho getting the perfect. Now, here we go, guys. I'm going to start a prediction. Who will win between Khan and Poncho? Mind you that Poncho has already gotten this first game. So vote accordingly. Are you a gambling man or lady? Then we'll see. Slayer's definitely the character you want to gamble on if you're going to be gambling.
Duel 1.
But Poncho, I mean, that's the consistency bet. Poncho is the 401k, okay? Poncho is the Roth IRA, is the you know, that's the monthly regularly deposited savings account. Con is the bet it all on black. You feel me? But no, it's going to be that burst bait from Poncho to take this Slayer to the corner here. Shout out to Medi helping with the predictions. Thank you, homie. The house on Poncho, they're the GOAT. Hell yeah. There you go. We got some all in on Zato getting one shot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it is the day. Got to root for the Slayer brethren, huh? But I mean, we got some Poncho fans. I think Poncho definitely one of the, you know, I don't want to overglaze them, but that, you know, I mean, when we see Poncho on stream, low key we're rooting for the Zato, homie. You know what I mean? Poncho could be against our friends, and we're like, but damn, but Zato though, you know, like so. And we're looking good here with that hard knockdown. Try to get that Eddie after Con trading with that dash follow-up. PB to take you down the screen, but Poncho just the wake up 6P, bro. Poncho could have been potentially threatening just 5P there. But of course holding back, so you're getting 4P and then got the 6P instead. Oh my God, Master Shake, that is so crazy, dog. Thank you so much, homie. Yo, Master Shake with a 5 bomb, bro. Thank you so much for that, homie. That's awesome. If you guys got one of those subs, you gotta say thank you. Okay. Aiming device, Mutant, Kevin Kryptonite, Rushdown Resort getting a tier 1 sub. That's crazy. And Maka's Twitch TV. So thank you very much, Master Shake, for that 5 bomb, homie. You didn't have to do that, homie. Thank you very much, man. That's very awesome of you. Thank you. You came in just in time, man. We're here for an awesome bracket. We're in the winners finals. Poncho going to be supering Con through here. Poncho trying to get through this set without even dropping a game. Con doing some awesome stuff, making some crazy upsets and strides through the bracket so far. But, I mean, in the face of Poncho here, I mean, we're seeing, I don't want to say a weakness, but we're seeing some strength here from Poncho at the very least. With some oppression against this Slayer now. We can potentially come back. God, I jinxed it, of course. I mean, I was looking at the 50 tension. I know it's Slayer. I know how explosive Con has been all night. So, low-key at that point was like, hey, man, let's see it. You know, I'm not rooting for one player either way. But, you know, I want it. If Slayer can cook, I want to see it cook. But nice tag there with the 2P. The fight back against that Eddie. Poncho, despite Eddie being down, still jumps in. Still has the super. Still fighting back here. On using that deflect shield, but such a weird, unfortunate time to use it, right? Because between Eddie, Poncho was still able to keep that pressure up. Closing that one out with a perfect Poncho, sitting on grand finals. All right, guys, here we go. It's Lasagna Slayer up against Nan Nan. Guys, loving what we're seeing out here tonight, man. This Jeekly's been awesome so far, and we still got a couple more matches to go. The prediction has just started. Big shouts to Medi. Big shouts to Medi. Prediction is now live, guys. Who is it going to be? Nan Nan with a heater losers run so far, or the consistency of Lasagna Slayer? Now, a big, awesome piece about this bracket is that we're already in the prize pool. Both of these players, the JP was already active. Lasagna Slayer was going to put you down in that drone no matter what you picked. And even though Nan Nan was aggressive with that jump up BRC, possibly trying to go for an air throw, Lasagna was already active with that jump normal. Put you down, took out that round. Master Shake said, I have nothing left, Nan Nan. Win, please. Oh, no. You know what's so ironic about that, Master Shake? I am so sorry. Is that Master Shake actually voted for Nan Nan in spirit last round. But here we go. Voted for Nan Nan for realty this time. Now, the votes are in, guys, and I'm just going to keep it a buck. It's pretty one-sided. 16% of the votes are on Lasagna Slayer, and 84% of the votes are on Nan Nan. Now, I'm not trying to jinx anyone or anything like that, but definitely a lot of emotions in those votes, right? Nan Nan on that loser's run today. She's been playing hot, has been doing such a great job here on this Sin. but she's up against no slouch. This is Lasagna Slayer, a very consistent grand finalist in net play brackets across the Strive scene and a consistent top 8er here in the Jeekly. Nan Nan, this may be her first top 8 here in the Jeekly ever, and she's already in top 4. Definitely wants to take it farther if she can, though. Evening up the rounds here against Lasagna Slayer. You got the burst evened up as well. That BT is going to keep down this Sin here, pushing us in the corner. I like how Lasagna Slayer is preempted there on that 6P. I like how Nick coming in the chat saying, always bet on a Goldlewis. That's actually awesome. That's actually funny. Well, we'll see. We'll see today. That would have been funny if you voted for Nan Nan, though. So they did actually vote for Goldlewis, but that would have been funny otherwise. Okay, so Nan Nan has her burst here, man. Lasagna Slayer still not spending his yet. Nan Nan holding on to hers, but at what cost, right? Look at the HP. You got the OTG, or rather the setup with the burn it down after. Nan Nan tried to use her deflect shield to get some distance back. Gonna stay healthy here for a moment with that PRC after, but only for a moment. Tried to go for that DP there in the scramble, but some patience from Lasagna Slayer was just able to punish out that reversal afterwards. Yeah, the full send. I mean, and that's the kiss and the curse of it, right? You know, I think that partially why Nan Nan is so far in this bracket right now, or, you know, there's one of her strengths in general is that, I mean, I don't know. She's a gorilla, bro. She's scrambly. She knows how to fight in the back alleys. But Lasagna Slayer, very consistent, very calculated. Even on a character like Goldlewis, he's going to say, hey, I'm going to slow down the matchup. I'm going to boil it down to its most basic parts. Are you ready for it? And, I mean, Nan Nan looking pretty good right here. Gonna be the 5D mix. Just getting the RC perfectly in time, bro. She knew exactly how much tension she was going to get on that 5D to keep it safe, but instead confirmed it into the hit even. Now, the Clash Cancel BT goes in Lasagna Slayer's favor. Oh, unfortunately, couldn't get that 2H link after. So Nan Nan with 100 meter here, and maybe 50 actually. Yeah. Was able to build up the rest to go for that follow-up attack, but Lasagna Slayer still closing it out. Nice catch here with that 2K. Trying to catch Lasagna Slayer's backdash here. Got your headbutt here a couple times in the corner. These FD blocks are trying to keep Nan Nan healthy, and she has the tension to expend here. Just didn't expend it fully. Got clipped up, and Lasagna Slayer taking to the wall. Nan Nan low on HP, but still has her 50 tension and stamina here. Not going to get a chance to use it. Lasagna Slayer so quick on that follow-up BT. I think we landing canceled into a second BT. I'm going to have to look back at that at the replay. Nan Nan didn't even get her chance to burst. And this Lasagna Slayer is threatening a 3-0 here. But Nan Nan can still have that opportunity to come back. Gonna lock it in on the Sin. And I respect that. Nan Nan, someone I talk about a lot, having multiple characters. And at this point, I've commentated 5 or 6 of her characters. But this Sin is definitely one of the outstanding picks of hers. Got her this far in the bracket. I respect you for believing in it. And then Lasagna Slayer, of course, committing to this Goldlewis. Been playing hot all tonight and in the past couple months here in this bracket with this character. Big shouts to Lasagna Slayer. When I was prepping for Evo, I was actually helping, trying to get help from Lasagna Slayer in Discord for the matchup, and he actually ran some games with me and gave me some feedback, which was awesome. So, big shouts to Lasagna Slayer. Did I ever tell you, Lasagna Slayer? I did not win that matchup, by the way. That Goldlewis cooked me. But I do appreciate you helping. Isn't that how it always works? You prepare for the matchup and then still lose it? Or maybe I'm just speaking for myself. But anyways, okay, here we go. We're talking about these players, huh? Nan Nan, so close to closing out this round, and she gets it with the run-up air throw. Okay. Lasagna Slayer slowing things down a bit, but maybe to a fault, right? Nan Nan unfortunately wanted to use that burst to try to lock Lasagna Slayer out of their burst, but it didn't work. It was too early, but we still do have that Goldlewis here in the corner. going to be that hoof stomp Red RC to send them through. Now, that Goldlewis got a lot of HP, but not a lot left. Able to get over that white wild assault. Unfortunately, couldn't get the punish after. It is only -3. Nice stuff. Going to get that perfect. Nan Nan getting a game here on the board. Now, definitely a flip up in terms of who's on top here. I think Lasagna Slayer having a very explosive game 1. Nan Nan slowing things down to her sort of game plan. Now, that second round was still only 20 seconds, but that first round felt like it was slow, but in the Sin's favor, which was interesting. Of course, Sin being a very quick rushdown character with those stamina cancels and such, but okay, guys, sorry. I was adding in my Discord. I'm looking up, and Nan Nan already having a really strong start this round, especially with that throw after that hard knockdown. Lasagna Slayer doing a good job of up backing here, just trying to get out of that corner without getting caught by those lows, but Nan Nan was able to fish in some. Unfortunately, no! Whoa, what just happened? She didn't get the sweet spot on the Tyrant Barrel, and then I don't know my Sin inputs, but no way you expected run-up eat. That's unfortunate. Lasagna Slayer going to capitalize on that one with a lot of HP earned. Nan Nan could potentially spend her burst here. There it is. Now, even if she wins the round, it was at the cost of her burst, but at this point, Lasagna Slayer could potentially come back the whole round. Nan Nan tried to keep it going with that VP follow-up. She didn't take her turn back on the White Wild Assault, but was still able to fish for that hit with the Beak Driver Stamina follow-up. Okay, so a little scrambly there at the end. The DP whiff, yeah, that was definitely weird. And Nan Nan tried to keep it going with the stamina follow-up. I don't blame her, but okay, but at least both players spent the burst, right? So Nan Nan in a great spot here. She's spending some stamina to try to keep this pressure up. Going to spend the last bit of her stamina to put this go loose in the corner, but that's all we got out of it, and now we're in the corner ourselves. Oh, okay, early cancel into RTL. Okay, not going to be enough to break the wall, but will be able to put the Goldlewis in the corner. 100 tension, though, is enough to just get you right back out. And, in fact, put Nan Nan through it. Oh, my God. Lasagna Slayer on set point. Oh, nice stuff. Being able to Beak Driver through the drone there. That was actually crazy. I think Nan Nan probably intended for Beak Driver to beat the drone, but it looked like it went through right as the drone went away. I'm actually not sure. That it was so fast. PRC for that rising JK. Nan Nan spends the burst to get a second to breathe. Guys, reminder, I'm looking at the votes right now. 84% of the votes were on Nan Nan at 14.6 thousand. And 16% were on Lasagna Slayer. And here he is on set point. Putting this Sin down in the corner. Using that BRC to try to fuzzy mix up this Nan Nan a bit. She's blocking out the overheads. Great stuff. The FD has been pushing back. Lasagna Slayer. Wow. Great use of FD. Finally gets a chance to breathe here with that JD. Lasagna Slayer with an up back. Going to shoot you back here with this minigun. Getting all of Nan Nan's tension. She doesn't want to get chipped out at all against this Goldlewis. And I agree. Oh, unfortunately went for the air throw, but Lasagna Slayer missed the low follow-up after, but did still get the red RC. Going to be able to close that one out. Nan Nan, and an awesome tournament run, going down at 4th place. Lasagna Slayer moves on to try to get more of this prize pool. Here we go, guys. It's losers finals of the Jeekly 79. It's Lasagna Slayer up against Khan. Khan, one of our... Can I say multiple? We had multiple dark horses tonight, like players I did not expect to see up in this top 8, and that's no disrespect to them. I just literally did not know they attended, or I just did not see it. They entered, and here they are, and one of them was Khan up here on this Slayer with some impressive upsets in their back pocket, but the bracket ain't over yet. Unfortunately, going down there in grand finals, the Poncho is going to get a chance to breathe here against Lasagna Slayer. We'll see, though. I mean, I don't know. This Goldlewis been playing crazy tonight. But guys, reminder, if I'm not mistaken, this is a run back match. Did the vote go up, by the way? Is there a new vote? Let me refresh to make sure there isn't one. All in on Khan, I believe. Oh, it's not up yet. Let me do it for you. Khan. Okay, who will win? Lasagna Slayer or Khan? There we go. And then Khan. Okay. Start prediction. Okay. I'm a little late on that one, but I got it. I'm going to vote for Lasagna. Okay, well, you can vote right now here in the Twitch chat, twitch.tv/itsjeek. If you're watching the VOD, of course, it's already too late, but you can check us out live at twitch.tv/itsjeek at 8 p.m. EST every Friday for this tournament. God damn, great stuff there, Lasagna Slayer. Checking out Khan there on such low HP. That could have been the Slayer getting the first game, but not this time. Itistoday saying this is everything I have. Uh-oh. 13. Oh, actually, I'll wait till the whole thing is over and then I'll call it out. But guys, reminder, wasn't this not an earlier match tonight? Didn't Lasagna Slayer have to play against a Slayer earlier tonight? Let me go back to bracket 1. It was against Khan, wasn't it? Oh no, it was Khan against Red Eye Nun. What am I getting? Oh wait, no, because Lasagna Slayer played against Itistoday. That's right. That's right. Okay. Dude, there's so many repeat characters in today's bracket. It's a good problem and a bad problem. Lasagna Slayer, and the time that it took me to figure that one out was sweeping that BT all around, taking out this first game here. And honestly, Khan had a strong start. I was going to say that Khan was going to finish out that first game, but Lasagna Slayer was able to claw it back in that second round, and in the third round was decidedly ours, it felt like. All right, guys. It's getting towards the end of the night. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Definitely a little bit later than normal, so appreciate everybody being cool and stuff. In the meantime, if you guys, there's a couple things I want to show. First thing I want to show is the YouTube. If you guys haven't already subbed to the YouTube, I really appreciate you if you would. I'll keep it a buck. All that stuff they talk about, the comments, like, subs, all that shit helps. And thanks to y'all's help, the Guilty Gear Strive portion of the brackets have fully paid for themselves last month. Last month was my first month where between like Twitch and YouTube, the money that I put into the prize pool was matched. Does that make sense? Like it paid for itself, which was crazy. Otherwise, I was always at a deficit. So which was insane. Now I'm doing 2 XKO now, so it's not, you know, it's not gonna make money all of a sudden. But that's only thanks to everybody hanging out and watching the VODs and stuff and hanging out on the Twitch channel and stuff. So appreciate everybody hanging out and doing that. And so anyways, if you can sub to the YouTube, you haven't already, you know, it's supposed to be a service to y'all as well. It's all the VODs, all of them edited down for Strive, 2XKO, our beginner brackets, our 4 fun brackets. You can go check our Nintendo Switch bracket that was on there. We got all of the Tasker Brian birthday bashes. We got my offline out there, so we got some cool stuff. Here, let me put some respect here on Khan. Already coming back in this round. Lasagna Slayer having that game and round lead, but Khan is quick to just get one quick low fast RC to close out a round. I think Khan, maybe the Slayers in general tonight have been spooked a little bit by some of the like back throws on Master's Hammer, but like I don't know. I don't really think that Khan has been really overrepresentative of any option. Definitely very quick to mix them up. Oh my God, not afraid to give up that space. I know you see the danger, you see the negative penalty, right? Or rather, no negative penalty that time, but you see the danger and you get scared. But honestly, backdashing that drone is optimal, bro. You want to get away from that damn thing, close the distance after with the dandy step, and then finish off the round with that pile bunker fast RC. Great stuff there from Khan, doing some excellent navigation around Lasagna Slayer's drones. That Goldlewis drone can feel pretty oppressive, but especially if one was already called recently and the security was already low, if you're able to dance around it with that dandy step, then that Slayer can come out on top. So Khan evening up the games here, out here on this Vampire. All right, guys, so the votes are in, by the way. 63% of the votes were on Lasagna Slayer and 37% were on Khan. So it's still pretty close, but Lasagna Slayer favored by 2-1. But we'll see. It's still even so far. It is first to 3 out here, and then something to keep in mind is who do you think is going to be able to take out Poncho, right? You know, winning this match, of course, is just this match, but then you got grand finals right after. Lasagna Slayer using that 100 tension to the best of his ability, going to use it on that quick RC after the super and the BT. Sick stuff. There's Khan. Unfortunately, you can't do that backdash trick to get away from that drone if you're already up on the corner. But still able to be tricky with it with that 2H. Oh my god, we were just on literally the other side of the screen. But navigating around that drone, getting a couple good hits was enough for Khan to get that PB on the whole other side. Lasagna Slayer was able to get that first round, but just as fast as we did, the Slayer took it right back, bro. Khan is so quick, so explosive. We're about to be evened up on burst as well. It's going to be this nice counter hit start here from Khan. Get that jump in after. Good just box here from Lasagna Slayer to get some distance away. But Khan sees the jump in, gets the 6P. Probably didn't expect that map 100 to take Lasagna Slayer back to the mid-screen, but scooping you down with the overhead, the burst has to come out. Lasagna gets a chance to breathe. We're backing up a bit. That 2H counter hit connects. Khan trying to get crafty here with that mix. It's going to be that... I mean, damn, I don't even know what... honestly, I'm going to watch it back on the fucking replay. I don't even know what hit here at the very end. Khan threatening if we're going to go on either side of you with that Danny set potential. You just saw the Master's Hammer. Maybe Lasagna Slayer expected the cross-up there? Let me see it again. Let's see. So that was the overhead. We're on the other side, Master's Hammer. Oh, no, it just hit... Oh, you know what it was? That's the 6H or 6S. I forgot the normal. But it has the forward momentum, right? And I wonder if Lasagna Slayer thought that was Dandy Step. Right?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I could see you being in the moment. You see Slayer do that, and you think it's Dandy Step. You just try to block the other direction, but now you're getting hit. Oh, wow. Crazy stuff there. Khan, even with the whiff, was ready with the 2H after. I know we've all been hit by that one, but not Lasagna Slayer here today in this bracket. Khan, of course, is up. Lasagna Slayer getting a perfect... I want to say Lasagna Slayer has gotten the first round every single time. It's just that Khan's been able to claw it back. With that being said, I mean, that says a lot about what Lasagna Slayer has to show us, right? Like, I mean, it shows that we got what it takes. Gonna be able to get out of that corner, but the PRC lets that map a hunch chase us back down regardless. Lasagna does have this burst, but doesn't have that chance yet to spend it. Oh, I love that JD. That JD get nerfed a little bit in this Season 4 patch, but it still does what it does. Lasagna Slayer showing you right there. Oh, wow. Great 5P jab there from Khan. Very strong with those anti-airs. Goldlewis, a character that gets beat up by strong 5Ps. Khan going to be able to pile bunker right away to try to send Lasagna Slayer through. And that's a weird one, right? Because maybe Lasagna Slayer wanted to burst potentially, but the early PB doesn't let you. And in fact, it comes out on top for Lasagna Slayer. Khan was able to get our burst there at the very end. But I don't know if we just didn't recognize it or, I mean, here, let's see it again. You weren't locked out of it, right? The minigun doesn't lock you out of it. Let's see. I mean, honestly, it was just so quick. It, like, even if you were looking for it, unless you were like mashing the button preemptively, that can be an easy one to miss. So I don't blame you.
Duel 1.
Here we go, guys. The latter half of this bracket has been pretty close, I'll say. A lot of game 5s. I've been happy about it. No way. Okay. Dude, honestly, even though I saw Khan with extreme patience earlier in that exact scenario, I still get scared like, oh no, did they DC? Like, I'm like, please no, God. We've had no technical problems yet, please. Good throw in the minigun. I think Khan in general has been so good about using the PRC Danny's forward to do all kinds of stuff. Get cheeky command grabs, just cheeky throws. Cheeky 2Ks. Ooh, that was tricky from Lasagna Slayer. Threatening that jump JH there. Set point here for Lasagna Slayer, guys. Khan unfortunately went down to Poncho in that grand finals. Would like another chance to be up there, but you would have to get through Lasagna Slayer first. Despite that, Khan still looking good here. Has that positive bonus. That PRC, though, going to turn that straight BT hit into corner carry. Going to throw you here with that pressure. Lasagna Slayer does still have our burst as well. And we're not scared to send that white wall assault. Could potentially come out. The 6P gets counter hit. Khan with that 6P counter hit confirmed. Has the super map punch in her back pocket. But Goldlewis too chunky for that one. The hard knockdown 2H setup after. Unfortunately gets backdashed here for Khan. But that 2P through the drone closes out the round. We're down to the last round here, guys. Reminder, both these players are in the prize pool, but you want to get further than that, don't you? You want to get up to that grand final spot to try to take it out against Poncho. Lasagna Slayer looking up to the task, going to send this Slayer through with a hard knockdown, but it's not all out here for this Vampire. You still got burst, you still got 50 tension, and you still got some explosive combos. Lasagna Slayer getting that drone set up, gets this Slayer in the corner. Deflect shield buys some time, and we got some nice punishes here from Khan. Approaching here, keeping this Goldlewis to the other side of the screen. That cross-up getting blocked is crazy. Lasagna Slayer with some good reactions. Deflect shield buying you even more distance. That's the second one in this round alone. F being out. That minigun doesn't want to get chipped out at this point. Nice air right there on that drone attempt. Lasagna Slayer couldn't get it set up, and now Slayer's got you pile bunkered into this corner, trying to bait out that burst with that flick FD. It does come out. The burn it down comes out. Lasagna Slayer needs one more hit to close it out. The wire C was too early, unfortunately, and Lasagna Slayer finishes it off with that far slash. Strong stuff to both those players, but the Goldlewis moves on to grand finals. Here we go, guys. Grand finals of the Jeekly 79. It's going to be Poncho up against Lasagna Slayer. This Goldlewis has clawed it back after some crazy sets, going down to the wire every time it feels like, but you're going to have to get through this Zato if you're going to get the biggest share of that $210 prize pool. Now, guys, let me go ahead and choose the outcome of the last match. Of course, Lasagna Slayer won that last match. I'm going to go ahead and get the predictions ready for your next one. Will it be Poncho or will it be Lasagna Slayer? Actually, no, let me end that one. Let me reword it. Let me reword it. Let me delete that one. Delete and return points. Let me start the prediction for reset? Question mark? Yes or no? There we go. Okay, reset. Yes or no? Reset. Yes or no? There you go. Where's the prediction? I'm sorry, Nan. That's my first day. My first day. I'm sorry. It's not my first day, by the way. Okay. All right, guys. The votes are up. With all my 50 points, we gamble. Let's go. Grand finals, let's go. Here we are. We're all tucked in, y'all. We got our blankies, we got our socks, we got our slippers. The Jeekly 79 Grand Finals. Poncho showed us the Happy Chaos in a very early round, and we haven't seen it again. We've been seeing this Zato the rest of the time, and it's been for good measure. I mean, this Zato, definitely an explosive character here in this bracket. No one else playing this Zato except Poncho. I mean, I don't know for certain, but out of the 70 people here in the bracket, I'd be surprised if there was even one other Zato. No disrespect if there was. I just odds. Now, Poncho, of course, getting this first game against Lasagna Slayer only needs 2 more to win the lion's share of this $200 prize pool. Lasagna Slayer on that loser side is going to have to win a couple sets here. Definitely capable of doing so. I've seen Lasagna Slayer makes some long reset runs before in some of these other brackets. It's their first time here in the Jeekly Grand Finals, but you can't get too comfortable and you can't get too cocky because it's going to have to be through a strong player like this Zato, this Poncho, if you're going to win it out. Now, guys, real quick, 20% of the votes was on yes, there would be a reset. 80% on no, thinking that Poncho has what it takes. So we'll see. Poncho does have that burst already taking away Lasagna Slayers and dealing some of that damage. Nick said, I know I said always bet on Goldlewis, but now that's crazy. That is crazy. It always be your day ones, huh? That flip on you like that? Oh, no shot, dude. Poncho with the bravest 5P of all time. Dude, if that BT connect those on server is going to make you blow up, bro. That's the risk reward. I mean, is that the risk reward? I don't know, man. That 5P, though, winning the round for Poncho. Of course, feeling pretty comfortable with that anti-air after that RC. Seeing that BT come out, you were able to line it up. White Wild saw a pretty good answer there. Able to connect. His Slayer keeps this Zato in the corner. The Edward is back, but these overheads are getting blocked out. Nice blocks there from Poncho, but a little too overzealous possibly, trying to get our turn back out of the corner. That fast RC is going to get a perfect for Lasagna Slayer right back. The gap Lewis is real. I never bet against my King Lasagna Slayer. Let's go. The reset would just be so hype. It would be hype, man. This is a pretty cool bracket. Here, guys, I got to take a... I'm sorry, my throat is killing me. One second, I got to take a drink.
Lasagna Slayer here has our burst. Tried to go for that Hail Mary gold burst, and honestly, I don't blame you. You were in such a bad spot there. Poncho executing out things very well. Had you down to rights, dead to rights, excuse me. With that hard knockdown to back it up and everything. It's definitely a tricky situation, but Poncho was giving a lot of respect there to the 50 tension from Lasagna Slayer. Said, I don't even want to play that game with you, you know, if you're going to represent the Wake Up Super or something like that. So... Okay, sorry, I got a Discord message. Y'all don't hear the Discord pings, right? Uh-oh, Poncho said, what? What's wrong? Oh, never mind. Okay, we're good. Okay. Wait, Poncho's typing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind, it's good. Okay. The ping spiked for a second, but we're good. Okay. Guys, I know we are in our last match of Grand Finals, but this may be the first Jeekly in like 10 or 15 that has had literally zero. Oh wait, no, wait, never mind. We had to leave for Nan Nan's room. Okay, I was about to say we had no technical difficulties, but never mind. Okay, maybe one day. There's been nearly 80 Jeeklys, but maybe one day we'll have one with no technical issues. Poncho trying to close it out here. Said the ping spiked at 1600 there for a second, but saying, hey, I'm just trying to close it out before we get another spike like that one. Nice FD blocks here on that BT, but Lasagna Slayer still able to scoop you around. 100 tension here on the side of this Goldlewis. The overhead getting blocked out. Those FDs trying to buy some distance, but despite that, Lasagna Slayer using that PRC forward. But Poncho with a well-timed YRC eats that tension back. The Edward taking that BT, getting knocked up in the noggin there for a second, but at the price of Poncho closing it out. Guys, this could potentially be the final round, and in which case there are still Matcherino codes to cling. So please, I'm begging you, the players would appreciate it. It goes directly to them. Claim some of those Matcherino codes. There's still a lot remaining, and it adds to the price on the bottom left corner of the screen. $209 already. Thank you very much for doing that. Poncho going for this wall slump setup. Lasagna Slayer has our burst, but we won't be able to spend it unless we wake up after this hard knockdown here. We did go for that Hail Mary gold burst earlier. I don't know if Lasagna Slayer is going to choose something like that again. We'll see here. It can be tricky, though. A deep burst bait here from Lasagna Slayer. Still able to bait out the gold burst. It's kind of hard to punish, though. Still keeping the pressure up. And just like that, Poncho, our first time winning the Jeekly. Poncho here doing it at the Jeekly 79. that was the Jeekly Online. Hope you guys have fun with that one. We're going to be here every Friday at 8 p.m. EST with Guilty Gear Strive. We got beginner brackets every month. The next one's on December 13th. We also got 2XKO on Sundays. We'd love to have you for that experience as well. 2XKO on Sundays at 8 p.m. EST, and the offline bracket at Token MTG in Edgewater, Maryland. We'd love to have you guys there on Thursdays. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Peace out.